Welcome to 165 Entertainment. We are going to do a commentary track for Avengers Endgame. If you haven't watched one of these with us before, basically we're just going to play the movie. We're going to talk along with it. There's going to be a timer on the video, so you'll see where we are in the movie at any time. If there's any specific section you want to jump to
it.
Yes. These have been a lot of fun. We've done these for Black Panther.
Yep.
Thor Ragnarok.
That's right.
Batman v Superman.
That's right.
Justice League.
Yep.
And Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
I think that's all we've done. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? We did Infinity War, but we lost the audio, which really sucks. But
that sucks, but oh well.
You know, now we're here.
Yeah.
Me and Greg, we're here doing this commentary.
Yeah.
So before we get started, I wanna ask a quick question of you.
Okay.
And I want you to answer within like 2 seconds because I want the most guttural response out of you.
Oh God.
You ready?
Okay, go.
Endgame or Infinity War?
Endgame.
Okay. And has that something that like, you've settled on for a long time, or?
Yeah, I let it sink in because Infinity War, I remember being in the theater and watching it, and like I was emotionally drained after that movie. I watched Endgame, and I needed like I just remember going to work and shutting my door and just sitting behind my computer and like reevaluating my life after that movie.
Really?
It was
it
was amazing. I was like, I really just want to go back and watch it, but it was just because even in the movie, like the first hour and a half, I was like, Jesus, I'm like on such a good high, and then like the last half hour was beyond the greatest moments in cinematic history for me. Just,
and see that's where like my answer is always going to change. Because I kind of feel like I lean ever so slightly to Infinity War because I feel like as a whole movie, Infinity War works a little bit better, but Endgame I feel like has the better like just moments and scenes.
Yeah,
including like because the final battles in Infinity War were fine, but compared to the final battle in this fucking movie,
oh my God,
it's nothing. It is.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of battles at all in movies that can equal or top, Endgames.
With the impact that's built up over the last 10 years.
Yeah, with the build-up and probably the amount of money that they spent just on that battle.
Exactly, because like I feel like a lot of movies like this, especially like when they first collide, normally movies like cut to something else that's happening and then jump back later to a random part in the battle or something like that. Or at least the movies that I'm used to. I still need to watch like the John Wick movies and stuff like that.
I have never seen any John Wick movies. That'll be one of our commentaries, hopefully.
That'd be nice. I do have 1 and 2 on 4K. All right, so I have Endgame loaded up on a digital copy, playing it off of YouTube. But before we start, I just want to plug a few things. So first off, if you would be so kind as to like this video. It is very little effort for you, but it'll go a long way to helping our channel. Leave a comment below on any other movies that you want us to do a commentary track for. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel where we will...
Subscribe.
Yes, we will, add more movie commentaries, some gameplay videos, just random things like that. They have Facebook and Instagram. Follow Zero Gravity Entertainment.
That's right. Yeah, they do weddings. They do any kind of photography sessions. Newborn
photography, videography, and DJ services. Yeah. So actual services, whereas we're just kind of goofing around over here.
Yeah, and we'll one day we'll throw a link up probably in the video or something.
Yeah, I could probably put some links in this video.
There you go.
Check the description.
Check the description.
And then also follow, I think he also has Facebook and Instagram. Follow Pretty Dope.
Yeah, Pretty Dope. It's our buddy Kyle.
Yeah, friend of the channel. Kyle is a up-and-coming musician. He is very entertaining. He's a super nice guy, so please give him some follows and tell him that Looby and Greg sent you.
Yeah. So you won't get anything, but at least he'll know.
Yeah, nice little gesture.
Maybe he'll give you, I don't know.
Give you some kind of shout out.
He'll give you a shout out, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to start this movie. I'm going to count down from 3, and then once the movie starts, maybe I'll actually count the number of seconds along. And again, there's going to be a counter on this video, so get ready. So starting in 3, 2, 1, play. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
Right, make sure our volume is good.
Oh, it's a nice looking arrow. So there's a rumor that the Hawkeye series, they're going to be bringing in
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
Yes. So
see, I was always curious if they were going to have his daughter.
Be Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause it looks like he's training her. I mean,
yeah, and they'll probably address something about that in the Hawkeye series. Now, what was interesting about this scene is that apparently this was originally planned on being part of Infinity War, but the Russos said that they couldn't quite make it jive with the rest of the movie.
yeah,
Which I think this would have worked really nice as an end credit scene.
yeah, that would have been heartbreaking. Actually, you know what? I kind of like it in this. Just it sets the tone. It's like, hey guys, just in case you forgot how heartbreaking this is.
Yeah, it is a nice little reminder of like what's happening in the universe, and that it's affecting more than just the people that we saw in Infinity War.
Side note, that's Velma from Scooby-Doo. His wife.
Yeah, you're right. Then when you see that, it's like every time I see people get dusted, I get chills.
Oh,
it's such a heartbreaking, like impactful. Just
they
design.
should have did a moment where like they were playing catch, and then the ball just goes flying like through the air into the picnic table or something. Ugh.
He's really good in this movie.
Oh,
Renner.
yes, he is. You know what? A lot of people were kind of ragging. I felt like a lot of people were ragging on the way like his style of acting in the first couple, but he did a really good job in this movie.
The big thing is that he just wasn't really used properly in those movies.
Yeah.
Because I liked him a lot in Civil War. I think Civil War is his best appearance.
Yeah.
Me personally.
I liked how they introduced him. Well, not introduced him, but in Avengers. I know it was kind of like sudden where you saw him for like 2 minutes, and the next thing you know, he was
he's
he was
controlled
banned
by
from the
Loki.
other team. Yeah. They are going to visit him and Black Widow's origins in Black Widow.
The recruitment.
They're going to talk about what was it? Where's the place?
Budapest.
They're going to talk about the Budapest incident.
And also something that I didn't notice originally was when they played that Marvel intro thing.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they took out all the people that were dusted.
I knew that.
Oh,
I
you
noticed
knew
that in the theaters.
I didn't notice that in the theaters. I read
I was
about
so
it.
I was so used to like them having all the characters in there. She's so serious.
This was an interesting choice because it felt like they needed some levity between what happened to Hawkeye and the speech that Tony's about to give after this.
Yeah.
It's like it felt like they just needed something to put in there.
Yeah.
But it is nice, I guess it's also to like make Nebula a little more
human,
appealing, sympathetic, whatever
the
phrase is.
It's just setting you up for, later in the movie.
Yeah, that too.
Kind of like the white or the yin and the yang of when she meets her past
2014 Nebula.
Yeah. God, I remember seeing the trailer for the first time, and it was just
You know what I need to do is go back and watch the trailer and see if they made Tony as skinny in that trailer as they make him here.
Oh wow, they do make him skinny.
Yeah, because you know what? It's not until
you can actually tell. Like that's I never noticed that.
Yeah, it's not until they put him back on Earth that I realized that. But then after rewatching this, or like kind of like going back and seeing scenes, like damn, they brought this in here too. But it's like it's the angles that they shoot him. It doesn't shine through as much.
It doesn't do it justice. Like just God, he
nails it in this.
He needs to at least get an Oscar nomination for this.
It'd be nice.
It'd be very nice.
Some kind of like honorary.
Yeah,
anything.
Like dude, you killed it as Iron Man. Here's your own award.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if this was the Russo's intent, but apparently like this is supposed to be mimicking like Hamlet, like how Hamlet would talk to the skull.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Tony talking to the helmet.
Oh. That's interesting.
And then the other thing that like didn't quite click with me, and it really should have clicked with me at first, was that him like doing this kind of recording is meant to be like a later in the movie it's meant to be a callback. It's like, oh yeah, he has the ability to do this, to make these recordings.
Yeah.
The way he does in the end.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the second time I've seen the movie, so
really,
I'm letting it. No, I just saw it the once in theaters, and then now this will be the second viewing for me. I know this is probably your 20th.
So I saw it twice in theaters.
Okay.
and I watched a bunch of clips of it online.
Uh-huh.
And then also, and hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I did one of those audio recordings of when we were in the theater to capture like everyone's reactions.
I remember that.
And so I
would go back and listen to it.
I listened to it a whole bunch.
Just cut out the cut up the sections where I like make noises, because I just remember the ending battle. Like
your voice cracked. Your voice cracked when after he said "Avengers Assemble." Oh, it was so great.
I just remember like just sitting there almost in tears. Like I don't think
good.
I've ever been so emotionally invested in a movie before.
Yes, that's why
it was.
I fucking love this franchise so much.
Yeah,
it's my jam.
The amount of money that they've made. Did you see that Disney is the first movie studio to have 5 movies pass $1 billion all in the same year?
Yep, and they're gonna do it probably twice more with Frozen 2 and Rise of Skywalker.
Oh my god.
7 movies making over $1 billion.
Like
this one making fucking almost 3.
Like I can't even fathom.
They're crushing it.
Ugh.
No,
Yeah, it's just they are.
I mean,
like they're setting a baseline for the movie industry. These people have like taken the bar and just thrown it out the window. It's like, yeah, good luck. I don't know if anybody's ever.
No,
No,
not for a long time.
not for a very long time. I mean, you're gonna have to come up with some pretty good ideas to pass these guys up.
Man, I love how long they let you linger on this, and just even that they stop the music for a little bit,
and just let it like settle in. Like,
yeah,
is this the end? Is he really gonna be saved?
And I'll be honest, I did predict that like this is how it was gonna play out.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't really much.
There's not much else they could have done given what they set up. Everything else.
Does he doesn't know her, right?
No.
Yeah, no. But he probably sees her, and that's, his first thought is, I don't know who this person is, but
Yeah, it's like this person is not killing me, so
she doesn't blow up the ship yet, so maybe she's here to help me.
And I gotta wonder if there's some kind of conversation that they had.
Yeah,
I remember hearing people going like disappointed Oz when they saw that he was shaving.
Yeah.
They were so upset. They love him in this beard.
Dude, his beard was awesome. I have a hoodie with the Captain America in his beard.
That's right.
It is fantastic. I love that hoodie.
Now, Don and I had a very spirited discussion about this.
Okay, you guys argued.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Where I wanted to see a little bit more flavor to all this.
Like the return?
Something like that. Because you see Pepper there, so I wanted to... because you saw the end credit scene of Captain Marvel, where she shows up at the Avengers compound.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't there's anything like that. And it was so there's just the Russos themselves called it unwritten narrative or something like that, where it's well, what do they talk about? And I want to see the conversations, the interactions between Pepper, Captain Marvel, Rocket, Captain America, and all these people.
Yeah, like they're when they return back to Earth.
Yeah,
the kind of just what happened? Can somebody fill me in? Yeah. And this scene just
it's so sweet. Look at that.
At first they were fighting each other, and did you notice though the music? It was the first few notes from the portals when they first started opening up. The orchestra, the first little bit of it was when he returned.
Huh. I like that. It's a good touch. That was good. That was a good touch.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Hopefully you don't capture too much of the audio. We should be fine.
Nice little flannel he's got there.
Yeah, it's now that you really notice how fucking disheveled he is.
Yeah. Got an IV hooked up to him.
Great joke.
Now, are those the same sunglasses that he, or the glasses that he uses in, or that he gives to Peter
No,
in Far From Home? Okay.
those do not look like it.
Yeah. And I like the complete, like, 180 he does. Because he
Yeah.
first gets saved, and, like, he had, like, an upbeat attitude the whole time he was with Nebula, and now he's back home, and it's like, he's just defeated, he's worn out, he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's like seeing the guy that not too many years ago
Yeah.
fought really hard.
Yeah, and, like, he would do anything to, yeah. So when,
It's like Age of Ultron callback.
yeah.
Good callback.
God, it's such a good movie.
So apparently, like, I don't know how much of it, but a lot of, like, at least like the end of Tony's speech here, a lot of it was improv.
Yeah, a lot of I thought some of his lines were actually improv, like through the whole entire Marvel universe. Like he did his own little twist on it.
Probably.
God, just
hurts.
the intensity.
That's why I feel like I'd never be able to be an actor, because when people would go off script like that, I would either like smile because it's so fucking cool, or just like I'd
Yeah,
react
you break
to it.
character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look at her. I think she's attractive.
Brie Larson?
Yes.
Yeah. She's got attractive qualities. I know people are complaining because her, she doesn't fit the model that, Captain Marvel had in the comics. Did you know that in the Captain Marvel comics, the artists actually started making her her chest area bigger and bigger until somebody noticed and made a comment about it? Like, I remember reading that somewhere, and they said there was a point where it was just out of control until somebody was like, "Hey, something's not right here."
Slow down.
Yeah, can we go back? Is this like a flip book?
You can only jerk it so much.
That doesn't look like Bradley Cooper. This is a good setup.
Yeah.
It's almost,
People were still, and it's probably just, rooted in hatred towards Brie Larson, but people like hated her explanation and like the way they utilized her in this movie. Like that's
the only thing that sticks out to me is like her jawline for some reason.
her jawline.
The stare down.
That the way they used that part of it in the movie, and like that didn't really need to be there. Yeah, it's amazing that they never use a language joke in this movie.
Yeah. Woo!
It's kind of a missed opportunity.
Endgame.
Well, all the callbacks they didn't do. Yeah, the audio's definitely gonna pick a little bit of this up, but I don't care. Fuck it. We'll be fine. We're not monetizing.
Yeah. Has never been in space.
I would be one of the people to throw up in that ship. Watching this,
hands down.
Watching this jump. Yeah, the way Steve reacts.
See, like,
That
He's never been in space before, and his like
that
what he believes in is now like completely.
yeah.
What, go ahead.
That shot of Steve
Steve's
like
eye?
looking into space was supposed to mimic Tony in the first Avengers when he threw the missile through the portal,
And
you like they had that side shot inside his helmet.
Yeah. Oh, Peggy. Peggy.
Peggy,
Oh.
I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
I don't know. Dude, if it doesn't.
Oh, you're gonna find out.
No ships, no armies, no ground defenses.
See this is something I would have liked to see, like, because he wiped out everybody on that planet, right? Or did he just find a remote planet?
I guess we don't really know much about this planet
Yeah.
and its inhabitants pre and post snap.
And that was supposed to be some kind of
Scarecrow.
yeah. It was like a scarecrow, but it was also supposed to like replicate like a samurai. Like at the end of his
Ah, I see.
career, he puts up his armor like to indicate he's done fighting.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
And they make Thanos like
I remember like
Human.
the first time like we see him and how
a tank
damaged.
top, or a t-shirt, and he does like the salt thing. Yeah.
Yeah, just looking how like disheveled he is. Look at his fucking
Yeah, his-
left arm. The glove is the gauntlet's
I
like
noticed-
welded to his arm.
Yeah, I noticed that at the end of Infinity War. Like the glove was melted to his arm, half his face was all messed up, and everybody was just like psyched for this battle, and it's
Yes.
just.
And Thor,
Whew.
it's just so vicious. And then
No
just,
cool
just
intro
a,
for Captain. or,
just a dude.
yeah.
Hey, y'all go on ahead just in case. And that is smart, sending in your heavier hitters.
Yeah. Going hard. I thought they were going to have to go find them.
Answer the question.
The universe required correction. After that, the stones served no purpose.
Josh Brolin doing a good job.
Crushing it.
You should be grateful.
And that's that plays a big part in this, and you should be grateful.
Reduced to atoms.
You used them 2 days ago.
We used the stones to destroy the stones.
That's interesting. I want to know a little bit more about that.
About how he used the stones to destroy the stones.
Yeah, like
if he, because when you snap your fingers, whatever you wish, right? Whatever you think.
Oh, so you think maybe that was his?
Yeah.
He snapped, and that was the result.
Yeah, because he focused on destroying the stones.
Okay.
So the stones were reduced to nothing.
That's fair.
Thank you, daughter. Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Bam.
And that was. Oh,
And then it's like, well, what the fuck's gonna happen now?
What did you do?
what's that? And like him, what do you do now? Like that.
Yeah.
The result, like Fat Thor, like I thought it was hilarious, but it's actually very.
No,
It's very deep.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than just like the physical aspect of it.
Yeah. Like
And
just mentally, it's just like everything he's ever known or loved or anything gone.
It was such a great choice to play this as like there's no victory here at all. Even though
Yep.
your biggest enemy is dead, is like
The
there's like no hope.
and there's the
It's
theme
the Thanos theme.
There's the Thanos theme from the end of Infinity War. Mm-hmm. And then I just remember people like
Yeah.
for it.
They got a big old
5
reaction out of this shit.
Like what do you expect? Years. 5 days later.
And admittedly, like I do understand that like having the impact of people being gone for 5 years, and it's important to have that. But at the same time, I would have loved to see like what happens like within
City
like
Field
months.
doesn't look
No, not
any
that
different.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see like the first few months after the snap, and because you got to imagine there's going to be a shitload of like street crime that the Avengers
God,
have
yeah.
to deal with. It's things like that.
That's one of the. Isn't that one of the Russo brothers?
That's Joe Russo. That's the
Yeah.
guy that I saw at Best Buy.
That's awesome. Oh, I didn't think you finished your story. So you saw Joe Russo at Best Buy?
So here's what like it was a little bit annoying because there was supposed to be like an autographing thing, and the autographs were supposed to start at 11:30.
Yeah.
I showed up at this Best Buy at 8:30,
Okay.
which I thought was pretty early. I'm usually pretty early to events. There was already a pretty big line there, and it was supposed to be the first 100 people get a wristband, and the people with the wristbands get to meet Joe Russo, get to get their copies of Endgame signed by him.
Yeah.
And probably like that poster that I showed you, get that signed by him. You having trouble? Oh, I see. And
There we go.
in the line, I was number 104.
And you had to be at the first 100?
Yes.
Oh,
So I
no.
just missed it. I still got to see him. I have a picture of him because he was behind a couple shelves. So I
Okay.
just threw my arm up and got a picture of him. And
Yeah.
it was cool just to like see him. It still would have been nice to get some autographs. Maybe like
Well, just the fact that you have that nice ass poster.
that's true. I probably
It's the experience that counts. You know, autographs are really nice, but you know what? Like, just the experience, getting that poster and getting a picture of him, like that's
yeah. it
that's a
was-
solid. That's a solid return.
So this business like
Oh yeah,
it kind of bugs me a little bit that
that a rat set everything in motion.
yeah. It's like I get it because someone or something had to have set him free, but
Clubber Lang.
yeah. Clubber Lang, he's going to be in the Mandalorian Star Wars series. I saw him at a Celebration.
Mr. T?
No, oh sorry, no, sorry, I mixed them up. The guy who played Chubbs in Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Because doesn't he? Oh no, he plays Apollo in one of the movies, I think, right? I don't think it was in the first one, but didn't
Yeah,
they change
no,
actors?
yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, that was the same actor.
Okay.
No, yeah, it was
played-
Billy D. Williams. No,
No.
Billy D. Williams was
Billy D is Lando
yeah,
in Star Wars.
and then yeah, who played Apollo?
All right, I gotta pull my phone.
All right, here we go.
Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong. What? And then they said he was reading something, that the book that he was reading was something.
Let's see. Who
What an awkward conversation.
played Apollo
Creed.
Creed?
Living in a
Carl Weathers. That's who it
Carl
is.
Weathers. There you go.
Yeah, saw him at Star Wars Celebration. Dude, he is such a cool guy.
Nice.
God,
What
this-
year is it?
This kid's fucking creepy.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
What day is it? Well, it's Christmas Day. That was a weird beat. I think they tried to make him cry.
What, did all
He
the
couldn't.
garbage men disappear? Jeez. Like, how long do you think it took to do all those?
It's probably CG.
No, I mean, like, if they were actually to do this
in real life, like
in real life,
in their.
I'm thinking hypothetically.
Yeah,
like, like theoretically, this would take like years.
Not only to like gather all the names.
Yeah, to
But to-
get all the stone and etch all that in. I mean, it's heartbreaking.
Imagine having to. Well, it's not even really in alphabetical order. It's like you can't imagine they got every single name and then put it in alphabetical order and then put all the tablets up.
Yeah, they only probably did a handful of. That's me.
All right, the man who never ages. And it's probably this is
Cassie.
one of the reasons why they did the 5-year jump, was because it sounds like they're going to make her into an Avenger,
Oh yeah.
a future Avenger. I guess
Well, how old would she be in this movie?
I think she's 16.
She was 11. Huh.
I want to say she was like maybe 12
Okay.
in Ant-Man, so 17.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
think she's
Okay.
I think she's somewhere in the 16 to 18 range here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now that he and not Janet,
Janet Wasp.
yeah,
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 yeah. She was. Yeah, there since he was in the quantum realm and she was snapped. Then they're basically the
like
same age.
how psychologically like damaging for him, or like crazy he must feel. Like she was just a little girl when he disappeared, and he's only been gone for what he says is what, like 5 hours,
Yeah.
and it's been 5 years.
And what about her mom / his, I guess, ex-wife?
Well, she doesn't show up, so maybe she got snapped. Makes me want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Gosh, she looks so hot right there. Oh my god, I'm sorry to say that, but it's just God. I think she's the most attractive in this
And
movie.
then Captain Marvel's got like the
She got the haircut,
haircut.
which I can dig.
I like to call it the Karen haircut.
Karen.
The can I see your manager haircut?
Oh god. And then here's
And as they're called. Oh yeah, they're setting up Neymar.
yeah, they're saying that this is the first hint towards Namor.
Eh,
And then here's another thing. Rocket wearing that scarf is apparently
yeah, that's
Quill.
yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily his scarf, but since Quill has worn a scarf in the past, like, that's his
yeah.
little tribute
It's
of
probably
sorts.
it's probably his remembrance for him.
This channel is always active, so if anything goes sideways, you must make
So Thanos snapped half of Earth, right? No, he snapped half of the universe.
Well, that's one of the questionable things. It's like, is it half the existence of each
Everything?
planet?
Yeah.
Or is it half of everything, which means like maybe fucking like 80% of the Earth could have been wiped.
it's probably a rival game.
Yeah,
We don't really
yeah.
get
We may
that
never know.
specific.
Yeah, because like, they had half the Avengers be snapped, and they were on his home planet. So was it like only his intentional targets were the Avengers, and then Earth? Yeah, it's yeah,
It's a little strange.
yeah. Doctor Strange.
Yeah, she is quite good in this movie.
Yeah,
I don't like the way she goes out though.
yeah.
We'll talk about that when it comes.
It's okay, Scarlett Johansson. Do you know that she was in a movie called Sing? She actually sings.
I did not know she was in Sing, so I never saw Sing.
Yeah, I haven't seen Sing either, but it keeps coming up in Pandora for Disney. Her Reese Witherspoon
That was
sings in
Disney?
it.
Oh no, it's
No, that
probably
was
just
DreamWorks.
for kids.
But yeah, it was tied in.
Okay.
Should have grew your beard back, Steve. Jesus, come on.
Yeah,
you
5
doing?
years. You could have plenty of time.
About to tell me to look on the bright side. I'm about to hit.
So her hair was blonde before, right?
So her hair was blonde during Infinity War.
Do you notice that the end of her hair is blonde? So she probably has not cut her hair that much.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's why, like, for some reason, like having that
It looks like she hasn't cut her hair since then. But
having the blend of red and blonde is my jam.
is it grape? Strawberry?
Oh please. Well, it's got to be strawberry because it's red.
Is there watermelon jam? Wouldn't that be good? Watermelon jam?
I think so.
Yeah. Marmalade?
But yeah,
Da, 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 da. Something's
I-
popped up
I like-
up on your computer.
what is it? Oh, it's like trying to restart my computer.
Don't restart.
Hell no. I do like that it kind of feels like how do I say this exactly? It's the way that they split up like whose lives are better and whose lives are worse for the snap. Because like Thor probably has it the worst,
Yeah.
And then Nat probably has it like, well, no, Hawkeye has it
Oh.
the next worst.
Oh yeah. It's
Actually, you know what?
The way that they're coping, I
Yeah.
think, is a good measuring stick.
Yeah.
So you know,
Because Tony has it great. 'Cause
yeah,
he
but
really didn't lose that much.
well, you can say that, but it's really eating him up inside because he's got that picture of Peter, and
Yeah.
he probably keeps it next to, it's in his kitchen,
Yeah.
isn't it? He probably keeps it there just so he can always remind himself, I could do more, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So it's kind of like he could have tried to completely cut ties with the past. Yeah, you could go into it like a deep.
You okay?
This is a really good
Paul
performance by Red. I love this scene.
Only in mid-conversation.
All right, so 5 years ago, right before Thanos, I was in a place called Quantum Realm.
So he probably,
Get in there yet? Relatively small.
I want to, like, I guess he heard about Thanos from those two. Like, there's probably a little bit of conversation that we missed in there. Because
Yeah.
since he wasn't in the fight,
Because they probably have to fill him in, or his daughter fills him in.
but then how would she know about Thanos? Oh, well, it's 5 years, so the word
There was
spread.
probably some kind of like, hey, just to let you guys know, this is why everything happened.
Yeah.
Unless they try to cover it up,
Scott, what are you talking?
Because honestly, he was only
What I'm saying is, time
what was I saying?
is right now.
Unless they tried to cover it up, because he was really only in Wakanda. As far as Earth. Oh no! Wait, no. Yeah, how would you explain New York City then? Because the two Black Order members came up, and yeah.
Exited one realm at another point in time, like before Thanos.
Wait, are you talking about a time machine?
No, of course not. No, not a time machine. It's more like a. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a time machine.
Is yeah, that's
I like
really
that.
what I like about
And
it.
I like the comments about Back to the Future too in this.
Some. It's crazy.
I get emails from Morocco.
He's like, I'm just going to brush that off and just move this conversation forward.
Yep.
And this shit. Tony has-
This was one of like the most heartwarming scenes of this movie.
Yeah, it was a nice.
It made me so happy, and then immediately made me really, 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 really sad at the end. Because part of me was like, "Is it a dog?"
Yeah, that was my first thought too. Is
No,
it was a dog.
that's a miniature picnic table, and I was like, "Oh my god, he has a daughter."
Fucking okay. Here's why I hate people and the internet. Is because there were so many people complaining about her performance. She's a fucking child.
Yeah,
You're just goddamn jealous because she is in the Avengers movie.
because I heard that she's been bullied at school.
Yes, it's like why she does really good
she
for what she's given and for how old she is.
The Avengers. She is Robert Downey Jr.'s daughter in the movie. She's Iron Man's spawn. Like, oh, when she grows up, this is going to be like she's gonna look. She will forever look back on this like performance in
Yeah.
this movie and be like, I was part of that.
Even if she doesn't like become an actress, that it's like this. How could this not be a highlight of your life?
Yeah.
What is he pouring? I want to know. It looked really thick.
It's like
It
probably
looked
some like
milk.
herbal stuff.
It was like milk.
I may have left this out.
Sorry, it's a little spoiled. It's a little brown. It's just lake water.
Yeah, this is the water we get out here. Like looking at Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man and then looking at him now, it's just like they do such a good job making him look like just the years have just like
They-
weighed on him and just
I gotta know, like, because they had to show that 5 years have passed. Like, did they just like kind of darken RDJ's hair in the beginning of the movie, or did they like gray him up a little bit here?
I think they can maybe grade him up a bit here.
I got to see like a regular unfiltered picture of RDJ
Yeah.
because I had to do one or the other.
How old is Robert Downey Jr.? He's in his
He's in his early 50s, I think.
50s? Okay.
I think he's like 52, maybe. Let's see. Let's find out. Do Google search. Robert Downey Jr. age. He is. Oh, he's 54.
There you go.
Born April 4th, 1965.
1965.
Marty.
Marty!
Look, he's got really everything he needs right there. He's got the family.
Honestly,
and
yeah. No, I completely understand where he's coming from. Because you go back and start messing with time, like you could lose a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pepper said, they got very lucky.
Yes.
You don't talk shop to Steve.
How nice. I'd love to see that launch. Them try to make conversation that doesn't have to do with
Oh,
potentially
that would be
saving
great.
millions of people.
It's like the shawarma scene.
Yeah. It's like, so, what have you been watching on
Oh, that would be
TV?
that would be great. Just them eating silently around the table.
Oh, God.
I did not expect this.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either. Because, like, when they showed promotional pictures of the Hulk, it's like there's something different about him, and I can't really figure out what it is. And right off the bat, they give it to you.
Yeah. They're very forward about it. Unbelievable.
And it's like,
That's one of the things I'm very like torn about. I think it's a cool concept. I think it sets up like a different. Yeah.
what I'm really curious about is what they're going to do, what, if anything, they're going to do with him after this movie. Because they kept saying that, like, this is going to be the, quote-unquote, the end of his arc. But it's like, is it, though? Because are they just forever going to keep him as Professor Hulk?
I think it would be awesome if, for some reason, like he started reverting more into like that aggressive state. Like he's not able to maintain his sanity.
I like that.
And as time goes on, like the 5 years, yeah, him and the Hulk are at like a, if it's two personality thing, like they're at a cohesiveness. But
Yeah.
eventually, maybe the Hulk's like, you know what? Maybe that side starts to kind of take over, and the Avengers have to, it's almost like the Ragnarok where they.
Yeah.
Well, the Ragnarok from the cartoons, where they had to launch him into space because he couldn't control himself anymore.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
the Hulk personality starts to take over, going like, "You're weak. I want this
Yeah.
body back."
Yeah. And he's dabbing.
He fucking says dab. I love it. It's such a
he's
dad
such
thing
a-
to do.
Yeah, he's such a dad. And then like that whole awkward scene where he's trying to get Ant-Man to take a picture with them, or he's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That was
grab
pretty
another
funny.
drink.
Go for it. Glad you're enjoying it. Here we go. Iron Man doing dishes. Bet you never thought you'd want to see that. Oh, wait a minute. Is that picture of... Is that behind it or next to it? He's got a picture of his dad on that same shelf.
Oh, he does. It's Howard. Does he have a picture of him and Peter in front of a picture of his dad?
It's like right next to it. So it's the picture of his dad is on the forefront. Next to the picture of his dad are a couple of glasses, and behind the glasses is a picture of him and Peter. And I like that, like when he's talking to, I'm assuming it's still Friday.
Yeah.
He's trying to convince a computer that he's like, I'm just kind of fucking around here. It's just like, we don't have to solve time travel. It's really just a, experiment to see if he could.
Yeah.
And when he finds that he could, he's like,
that's one of my things that I kind of agree with people with. It'd be really, I think it would be better if he had like one or two failures and they did like a quick compilation.
God.
What does he say? Holy shit!
He says shit. They just,
Shit.
Only mommy says that word. She coined it. It belongs to her.
Why are you low?
Because I got some important shit going on.
good.
I can only like wish to be as cool as Tony Stark as a dad.
And Robert Downey Jr. It's god damn. He nails it. He's so good. You know, in order to have like
The scene.
to stick with the PG-13 rating, they probably have a limit to how many swear words they can use, and they burn through a lot of that right there.
Yeah. Couple shits and
There's
let's go get
there's
this son of a bitch.
There was like 4 shits in that scene.
Yeah, whatever. Especially since how old is she? Like 5?
She's like, yeah, she's got to be 4 or 5. 3,000.
So what's the is that something he said to his kids? What was the rationale behind it?
I don't think they're.
I thought that people were like, "Oh, that's the runtime total from all the movies together."
Someone's saying that it's 3,000. It's roughly 3,000 minutes for all the Marvel movies.
Yeah, but
it's not exactly, but it's like 3,002 minutes or something.
yeah, but I remember reading a report that said that it's really what Robert Downey Jr. used to say to his kids when they were growing up.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that. Huh.
All right,
Yeah,
Google.
I love that line. It's like, go to sleep or I'll sell all your toys. That's got to be an RDJ line.
Yeah. But that wasn't the line. Just let him go with it.
It's too funny.
He's gotten us this far. Just let him do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
We're paying him enough.
Yeah, it's every line reading is costing Disney fucking $100,000. So just go with it. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
As there's a line coming up that's going to be another foreshadowing. It's kind of at the end of this little exchange here.
Trying to get you to stop.
She may not have had a lot of dialogue and a lot of scenes, but in this movie, Gwyneth Paltrow does a very good job.
As much as I hate her, like she's really good.
Yeah.
Wait, is this it? Is this when she says it? That's the one.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Would you be able to rest knowing that you could have did what was it? That he could have did something or
It's something like that, yeah.
yeah.
And that her last words to
Yeah,
him is,
it's okay.
You can rest now.
You can rest now.
Mm.
Because all he wanted to do is just, oh God, that reminds me of something I always. So whenever I'm at work and like I have to stay over, or I feel like I did something wrong, or like all my stories usually start with, I was just trying to help, and it's just it hits home because it's like I'm never able to feel like it's enough. Like I'm never able to rest. I always have to do something. So it just brings me back to like that kind of feeling. This scene was hilarious.
Yeah, this was good. I enjoyed this.
Perfectly not confusing.
You're right. I do, Captain America.
My dad loves it when Paul Rudd calls him Captain America.
I forgot what.
And that's something I didn't notice the first time either, that the Hulk uses a pencil to press the buttons because his fingers are too big.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gone.
This is classic.
It's interesting because they use like the super dramatic music to play this out.
It's a baby. Like I don't even know.
Somebody peed my pants. But I don't know if it was baby me or old
Help
me.
me.
Or
Or just me.
just me.
Or just me.
Oh my god. It's great, man.
What? I see this as an absolute win.
Oh, that building. So slick.
I'm surprised it's not more like run down after 5 years of.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably keep the upkeeping just to keep up appearances, but
The housekeepers
appearances.
didn't get snapped.
Yeah.
You're not off the clock. Someone said that, and I agree, that this would have been a great place to have more like AC/DC or Black
Dun-
Sabbath music. playing.
Dun 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 dun. Audi.
Just a little
Good product
advertisement.
placement.
Yeah.
It would have been better if it was like a top down and it was just sticking out the back, like in Iron Man 2.
Among other things, yeah. What are you doing? The EPR paradox. Instead of pushing Lang in time, you might wound up pushing time in Lang. It's tricky, dangerous. Somebody could have cautioned you against it. You did. Oh, did I? Well, thank God.
I like this. There's still a little bit of sass in RDJ
Mm-hmm.
and Tony.
I just want peace.
Peace in our time.
Peace in our time.
We got a shot at getting these stones, but I gotta tell you my priorities. Bring back what we lost, I hope, yes. Keep what I found, have to, at all costs.
So I think those are the glasses that he hands off to Peter,
Yeah, they are.
or at least the same
you
model.
are correct. God, I love those two together.
And we'll probably never see it again.
Yeah, good dynamic.
But it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, those are. Yeah,
Hacha. Shiny shield.
got it all fixed up for him.
Yeah, took a buffed out that
no
Black
claw
Panther
marks?
scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, honestly, you have to get out of the garage before Morgan takes it sledding.
I would
Yes.
die a happy man if I could
There's gotta
go
be
slaying with that.
someone probably on Etsy made a cap sled.
Yeah. I have a couple Captain America shields. I could probably sled with them. I could probably sled with Melanie with them.
There you go.
Kathy will probably murder me, but you know what? Totally worth it. The taco scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I had tacos for dinner. They were delicious.
You know, we had tacos for lunch.
Nice. Where'd you
Where'd
get
you
them
get
from?
Yeah, I was going to ask you the same thing. We got tacos from, there's a tacos and burritos place across the street next to Speedway.
That's exactly where I went.
Oh, dude, their tacos are
They're
amazing.
so good.
We get the steak with cilantro and onion.
Nice. As you get the ground beef.
Careful with the entry. There's a machine in the landing zone.
Regular size, man.
I
And
hate
then
War
this,
Machine.
this scene. I don't know why it's so funny.
But like I gotta wonder if Scott was briefed on the fact that like they kind of for the most part put aside all the differences about Civil War.
Yeah.
Because that was the first time he'd seen.
The Hulk.
Well, no, it's the first
Oh,
time
that-
he'd
no,
seen
yeah.
War Machine.
Oh, yeah.
Since the battle at the airport.
What's up, regular size man? Thanks, War Machine. Thanks, Don Cheadle.
Yeah, it's definitely picking up that music. I'll drop it for a little bit, but I like this song. It's nice and chill.
New Asgard. It sets up the kind of like feeling real well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised nobody recognizes him.
Yeah, that's true. They probably watch. Oh no! Those are so those are the Asgardians, but oh,
Never
I see what
mind.
you're saying.
No, never mind. I see.
But no,
yeah.
they did escape on the refugee ship.
Yep.
So some of them would recognize him.
Yep.
He won't see you. We only see him once a month when he comes in for
Supplies.
supplies.
Valkyrie's going to be the first.
It's bisexual,
Yep.
I believe.
That is right. She's looking for her queen.
So this change in character it's still taking some getting used to
Yeah.
because his performance in Infinity War is by far my favorite of his. And then here and throughout this whole movie, they allude to a lot of like PTSD and stuff
And right
like that.
here, we're like, no.
But like when they see his gut, it's like, nope, he's not ripped anymore. And then, like he spends a lot of the way they end this movie with him, it just seems like he's like a hippie on the road.
Yeah, he looks more like the Big Lebowski than anything.
Yeah. So here he's like a depressed slob. He's almost got like a Robin Williams-esque thing going on where it's like he's all jolly and chipper on the outside, but on the inside like he's in
he's
pain.
just dying. Yep. Noob Master.
New Master 69.
Eh.
I feel like that line was improv.
I would love to play Fortnite with Chris Hemsworth.
I remember a lot of people cheered when they saw Corgan Meek.
Oh, yeah.
Meek, whatever his name
They're
is.
fan favorites, man.
Yeah. The Korg was another character that took a little bit of getting used to, but
Yeah.
I'm down with it now.
Piss off, Ghost.
What I want to see, and it's really not that important, and I'm probably wrong about this, but looking back, there was like a pizza box there. It had a very, very, very similar pattern to Aurelio's pizza box.
Really?
It had like the red and white kind of checkering pattern on the side. For those who don't know, it's like a Midwest pizza. It's kind of a chain.
Yeah.
There's a smattering of Aurelio's in Illinois and Indiana. It's fucking delicious. Yeah, here's where things turn on a dime. You get
Because he mentions Thanos.
yes,
Yeah.
and it's really screwing with Thor because like, well, Thanos is dead. I killed him. So what the fuck are you talking about Thanos for?
Yeah, I don't want to hear that name. He ruined all our lives.
And it's interesting that Hulk uses that to get Thor's attention.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, that's just a generic pizza box. All right, that's fine.
That does make me hungry for Aurelio's, though.
Yeah, it's when I was picking up these bottles of Jack, that liquor store is right next to San Fratello's, which is just as good, if not better.
San Fratello's, Aurelio's. What's that other pizza chain? There's another one just up the street next to Jewel. I keep forgetting the name of it.
Like in the same plaza as Jewel?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't it's Rosati's?
Yeah, there is Rosati's.
Rosati's is pretty good. Poor Thor. And apparently, like one of those books there's some importance to those books behind Thor that kind of relate to what he's been dealing
Going
with.
through? Yeah. Maybe like self-help books?
It's something like that. It's some kind of like either self-help or philosophy or something like that.
Yeah.
Now this,
Wait, we have beer.
what kind? And the only kinds of beer I'll drink are, I mostly just drink Coors, maybe a Yingling.
Not the younglings. I recently was drinking Michelob with Kathy. I'm trying to get used to it.
Michelob Ultra is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
This was
kind of cool.
very cool.
Very samurai-esque.
I was like, I wonder if they had to talk to Disney about this because that's a lot of dead people.
It's true. They probably had to place some hard limitations on this.
Yeah.
Or it's like the Russos had to hold back on what
Yep.
they could do.
Yep. Ooh.
And I wonder how many takes Renner had to do of Japanese and how close to the language he actually is. I'm sure they put a lot of effort into it, but
Yeah, they probably brought in somebody to like,
you're a linguistics
yeah,
expert.
linguistics expert, and
I love that costume though.
yeah, the Ronin.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
That's right. It's Ronin
Yeah.
because you have him as his alter ego, and then you have Ronin the Accuser.
Yeah. So he's Ronin with an I forget which one's with an I and with an A. I think this one's with an I.
Yes, this one's with an I.
Okay, yeah.
Like, he just slit this dude's throat. Like,
pretty
that's-
much, yeah.
that's-
It's, you don't see okay, you see some blood.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Hello. Oh. Oh.
Bam.
Execution.
And we don't get to see much. Okay, there we saw a little bit of blood on his blade.
Yeah. Lucky it's raining.
And he knows who's behind him.
Follow your nose. Follow your nose.
Hey, you're getting your head all wet, you fool.
Shouldn't be here.
He's got his fancy new haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really tell here, but you'll see it soon enough.
Is that what you're calling this?
Nice little bro cut.
Killing all these people isn't gonna bring
I got a little bit of a story about that since I don't have too much more to say about this scene. So I don't have like that exact kind of hairstyle, but I have like a similar kind of thing to it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was like trying to get that, that instructions through to the person at Great Clips, she said probably the worst thing she could have said about that was, "Oh yeah, I do this for a lot of like 16-year-olds now." I'm like, do not say that.
you go.
I'm twice as old, almost twice as old as 16-year-olds. So stop.
Yep. It's like, we just want our hair, the way we want it, but no, it has to be linked to like.
Yeah. And now, even before Stark calls him Lebowski, like that's the first thing that
Yeah,
popped into my
he
head.
looks
It's so clear.
There it is. Yep. Ratchet.
Shout out to Ratchet and Clank.
Not bad. Hey, easy. I'm being very careful. No, you're being very hopeful. I'm being careful. These are pin particles, right? And ever since Hank Pym got snapped out of existence, this is it. This is what we have. We're not making any more. Sorry. You got enough for one round trip each. That's it. No do-overs. Us. Two test runs. One test run. All right. I'm game. I'll do it.
That's such a cool like sleeve tattoo.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Ownership, don't worry about it. If we can do this, go back in time, why don't we just find baby daddies,
It's pretty dark.
Yep.
And secondly, time doesn't work that way.
But everyone thinks about that when they think about time travel. Why don't we just kill baby Hitler?
Thanos doesn't have the stones. Problem solved.
And then here's one of the
Baby Hitler.
many time travel explanations
Yep.
coming up. And the thing
Hot
is,
tub time machine.
yeah, the thing about time travel in movies is they always say like, well, they never stick to the rules that they establish. It's like, who's to say they really understand what's going on with time travel?
Time travel it's a science fiction concept.
Yeah, so it's always like, to me, it's like like you really, there's just no way of knowing because it's not real. There's no really scientific way to track if it's accurate or not.
Yeah, I liked the Back to the Future's bullshit. I read a theory once that when you get deja vu, it's like a previous life or a concurrent life.
Yeah, I've
It,
heard
like,
about that.
It's weird because it feels like you're dreaming for a little bit, and it's like I feel like it's weird.
I love it.
I
hate it, but I love it too.
I hate it, but like deja vu, whenever I have it, it's just
You feel like a weird connection to someone.
it's like
or
I
something.
wonder what this point in time means.
And that's I talked with someone about that, and and they were like that it's kind of this might be getting a little bit too religious / spiritual, but it's kind of like if you ever like meet someone and you just immediately either like them or don't like them, or if you walk into a place that you immediately like have like these weird feelings about, it's because in a past life we've had an experience with someone or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that kind of implies sort of like a resurrection-ish type thing, or maybe like moving like the spirit or soul or whatever from one body to another or something like that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And this when Hawkeye
It's heartbreaking.
yeah, when Hawkeye gets like sent back here, I thought he was going to be like way more angry and like agitated when he comes back to our present, or rather 2023,
Yeah.
and be like, take me back now, I want to be back with my family. I thought that was going to be his reaction.
Is this 2023 or 2024?
2023, just 5 years after Infinity War.
Oh,
So-
right, 2018. You're right. I mean, it would be. I mean, he was either going to be really angry or like, all right, let's do this. I want to fix time. So.
Yeah. And I
love this setup.
It's such a great like series of.
It's basically a heist movie.
It's like a little MCU history lesson.
Mm-hmm.
We only have enough pin particles for one rock trip each. These stones been in a lot of different places throughout our history.
So, not a lot of convenient spots to just drop in.
So,
This little continuous shot.
Yeah. Around the room. I like.
Everyone loved this.
God.
Just the slow zoom on him. Is he dead?
where to start? Ethan busted up stuff. Someone told me the stuff before. I have more of an angry sludge sort of thing. So it's good. But
And that's another thing I didn't catch at first. He puts eye drops only in one eye.
Because the other eye is it's the yeah.
It's the robotic eye or whatever
Yep.
that rocket gives him. Smart move.
It's like, oh my god, please. Nice little surprise that Jane Foster is going to be the new Thor.
That's that's something that I feel like the internet got really riled up about, because it's like she's not. She is, but she isn't going to be the new Thor, because I mean Thor is a person's name. It's not a title. It's
Yeah,
not like
the
a
God of Thunder.
yeah a new like wielder of probably Mjolnir, maybe Mjolnir.
Meow meow.
Yeah, meow meow. I wonder if they're going to bring her back too in Selvig.
It was Kate Denning, right?
Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings, whatever.
Ew. Bloody
Power
mess.
Stone.
Disgusting.
All right, what is he? What ice cream was he eating?
He's
Rum
eating.
raisin?
He's eating his Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Hunka chunka.
Hunko burning.
Hunka
Hunko.
Holka hunka burning fudge.
Something like that. Yeah.
The very center of celestial existence. It's where Thanos murdered my sister.
Did you hear that thunder?
Yeah.
That was very eerie timing.
Yeah. That's. Oh, I like that. That's good. I like this little sleepover.
Yeah, it looks like finals week during college.
Oh yeah.
We got to dig up that video of Assad chasing somebody around a room.
That'll be me.
Yeah.
hope we're not going to get too many storms. I don't want to lose the power.
6 stones,
Storm.
1 shot.
Storm.
There's the shot. There's the wide shot of all the. Here we go.
I just remember this in like the previews and in the trailers. Jeez.
Yeah, and they had Trim Thor
Yeah.
walking through.
We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves. Today we have a chance to take it all back. You know your teams, you know your missions.
Ooh.
Get the stones,
Ooh.
get them back. One round of damage.
I remember seeing some dude in like the hoodie that was like their quantum suits.
Somewhere we know.
It's a nice looking hoodie. I won't.
It was a nice looking hoodie, but it's almost like you have to wait for the official one to come out because you get those knockoff ones and they're just not worth it.
I agree.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
He's pretty good at that.
Right? All right. Those keys, Jolly Green.
Jolly Green.
Promise to bring that back in one piece, right? Yeah. Okay. Do my best. Promise, Bill. That was very nice.
You won't.
Oh God, that's such a cool looking scene with all the.
Yeah.
Go.
And whoosh, and split up. And then they picked the best way to really
gosh.
hit everybody with what's going on.
Yeah, just this scene alone. Now, was this stock footage? I wonder.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's interesting because like you can see because this movie was filmed in IMAX, but Avengers 1 wasn't, there's like a weird change in aspect ratio.
Just for that scene.
Yeah.
All right, we all have our assignments. 2 stones uptown, 1 stone down. Stay low. Keep an eye on the clock.
Steve in his classic Avengers uniform.
Yep.
And I'll admit, like, seeing this is like, man, I miss, like, Crazy Rage Hulk.
Yeah. Hulk smash.
And it almost looks like, maybe just the way they frame that shot, but, like, that version of Hulk looked bigger than this version.
It's possible.
Yeah, if there's, like, if they're a weird combination of the two, then maybe there was...
It's such a weak...
That probably had to be very fun to film. I wonder if there's any, like, alternate takes of that.
And this was such a good, like, addition.
I love that. It's so great. Like, she's just protecting the sanctum, so it's like, yeah, you stay away.
Yeah.
Swatting him like flies. I wonder if people are just shooting off fireworks.
I think so, because it says it's not supposed to storm tonight.
5 years too early.
It's so cool that she knows all this stuff that's about to happen.
What do you want from me?
Can you tell, like, where her...
Yeah, you can kind of see, like, probably where they, like,
the cap is?
yeah.
You don't want to do this.
You're right, I don't, but I need that stone and I don't have time to pay.
I was disappointed in this scene.
Yes, you and I had the exact same thought.
I was
think.
like, oh God. She just unleashed the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, pure. That would have been really cool, but that may have been a little bit messy.
Yeah. If they had to, like, retrieve
Hello,
another Hulk.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yes. So it's interesting because the writers that work with the Russo brothers a lot, Marcus and McFeely, also wrote The Dark World, which a lot of people regard as one of the worst Marvel movies. And it's like, man, they upped their game really fucking well.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like, oh, it probably like influences people to watch The Dark World again, even if they don't want to.
You know, it was one of the worst of the MCU, but you know what? You have to admit, it's still...
I like it.
Yeah, it's still got its moments. There's movies nowadays that it's horrible. It's so painful to watch. I would say Thor: Dark World is better than Justice League.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that way.
I hate
but
to make that statement, but that's just how I feel. It's just it was such a cluster. I watched like 20 minutes of Justice League, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, you weren't there for our commentary. It was me, Assad, and Gibbo, and yeah. That was their first time seeing it, too. And
Yeah. You know what? We did one for Power Rangers, but I don't think we ever posted it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was 5 of us.
I think that was the first time a lot of us had watched it.
Yes.
So I think we were more focused on watching it and kind of like
Yeah.
I think the volume for the TV actually got too high, and we just said screw
That's
it.
right. I completely forgot we did that.
It was in Gibbo's basement.
That's right. This scene is really nice. Add a little bit more rum to my drink.
Rum.
Rum, 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 rum.
Rum, 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 rum. Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a movie series that I've been meaning to go back and watch.
Yeah, I never saw anything beyond the first one. But I heard it just gets messy after the first.
It does. Like the second and third one have their moments, but they did a good job. Like his eye, you can tell it's
Yeah, I noticed it there that they make them like just different colors.
and like the pupil size is actually different.
Now, in a way, I like that pairing.
Rag.
But at the same time, it's like I thought this was going to be another one of the movies like Infinity War where they just kind of experiment with pairings more. But since we
Yeah.
just saw those two together, like I'm totally fine with it because I like their relationship. But
Yeah.
maybe the writers and the Russos liked it so much that it's like, yeah, let's do it again. That was fun. Like there's more. They felt there was more that could be done with those two,
Yeah.
and that Rocket was like enough to like really ground Thor, like that no one else really could have done it as well.
Yeah, personality wise. Interesting pairing right there. Nebula and War Machine.
Yes, two very similar characters in terms of like physical build at this point. Yep,
Have
nice
either
song.
of them been in space?
No. But they know how to fly a ship.
Yes, they do.
Wait around for this Quill guy to show up, and then he leads us to the power station.
Let's take cover.
I really thought that she was about to betray them
I think so.
at this point. At this point, I thought she was gonna.
I mean, she
I mean-
certainly doesn't help the case.
Yeah. I mean, past her doesn't help the case. Current her.
And then here it is.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention this. Back at the scene where they were all standing around and talking about where the stones are at various times,
Yeah.
there was a couple deleted scenes from that part of it. Or at least, I wouldn't even call them deleted scenes. They're like deleted snippets.
Yeah.
One of them, actually both of them, I'm glad they were cut because they're kind of annoying. Mm-hmm. But one of them is they were referring back to the first Avengers movie and how the Avengers fought the Chitauri. And Rocket was like, the Chitauri are like the weakest alien army ever. And he was like, all you have to do is blow up the mothership and they'll all just lose control and basically die. And they're like, we didn't really know that at the time. We just kind of did it. And then the other,
Maybe it would have added a little like humor, maybe, but
yeah, but it diminishes like the real like impact of Avengers 1, I think.
yeah.
And then, oh god, I want to talk about the other one, but this, oh god, he's covered in blood. Since he's 5 years away from like what he believes is like his spiritual journey, God, just look at him. He's so covered in blood. I can't believe it.
He's very menacing.
And now, right now, he's just a warlord, and he's
And
he's doing the killings on his own.
Yeah, you can actually like tell the difference in personality from now until
Infinity War.
Because his approach is so different.
Yeah. His attitude.
Yeah,
and
his mentality.
Yes.
Because does he even have the urge to collect all the stones at this point?
So he does, but just in a different way. Like, he's still trying to get other people to do it.
Yeah.
Because he's
trying to go after the Power Stone at this point, right? Because he sent Ronan to pick it up. Or no, he was.
Yeah. So he sent. I forget the name of the character, but
yeah,
Jaimon Hansu's character.
Yeah.
He was gonna get the Power Stone. Well, yeah, I guess he was gonna try and get it from Ronan. But Ronan was holding it on his own.
Yeah.
God,
I'll take that drink now.
Watching this from a different view is so good.
It's America's ass.
And then, so Avengers 1 is my second favorite Marvel movie, and then just like watching this scene just made me want to watch it that much more.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
The salute.
They really go out of their way. Oh, yes, and then,
Yeah,
God. Crossbones and Sitwell is there.
Oh, Jasper.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that Sitwell was in Avengers 1 as well. He was on the helicarrier.
Oh, okay. I felt like they covered up Natasha's face in one scene.
They did, just earlier when they showed like just the bottom of her hair.
Yeah.
They did very careful
Careful editing.
Yeah. And that is a nice callback to the Dark World as well.
Yeah.
Loki imitates Captain America there, and it's also a setup for the battle scene that's going to happen between the two Caps later on. Because Cap sees Loki imitate himself.
Yep.
It's so smart. It's so smart.
What do you think? Maximum occupancy has been reached.
You see Loki like wave to him.
Would have been nice if they would have left that hole there in a future movie.
Oh yeah.
In the elevator, just past the meeting floor.
Oh, I love this scene.
Yes. I really thought there was going to be a fight, but they
It would've
played it.
been great.
They played it really smartly.
They played it perfect. It's a call back to the Winter Soldier, and it's a call. To the
Yeah, really,
comics.
really. So yeah.
I thought he was going to make a comment.
Just imagine having to keep your cool as Cap in this scene.
I just got a call from the secretary. I'm going to be running point on the scepter. Sir? I don't understand.
But in this movie, Cap's 9 years older than he was in Avengers 1. It's like, this, you gotta notice there's something different about him.
Yeah. They,
That's okay. Trust me.
looks like he's got an earpiece in.
He is.
Great.
He's one of
Great
us.
Scene.
Oh my
I love
God.
it. I love it.
It's so good.
Idiots. Why doesn't he just jump down?
Yeah, that's true. And it's really interesting to put Hemsworth back in like a wig after all that.
Thumbelina, do you copy? I've got eyes on the prize.
Thumbelina. It's so good.
It's really good editing, like with RDJ.
Yeah.
Is that Axe body spray?
Yeah, I had a candidate for emergencies, Rex. Can we focus, please?
I'm going inside.
Ugh, I hate Axe so much.
I hate the body spray. I
Yeah.
don't mind the body wash, but
Okay.
May I ask you where you're
Yes, and you get Redford back. It's so good.
let's just bring everybody back.
My friend's Shield property for over 70 years. All right, move it, Stuart. Little things are getting dicey out here. Let's go. Argue who's got the higher authority here.
Promise me you won't.
And it's crazy to think like this is like almost behind the scenes, like this is what they want you to believe actually happened.
I'm just saying. Okay, then give me the case. What jurisdiction is this? Dude, get your hands on this closing and pull my pin.
Medic! You got some help?
Your chest machine. And I was like, oh, that was easy.
And,
And there it is.
bam! I don't know why he was trying to go up the stairs, not just go out.
And then
Bam.
the setup for Loki and the Disney Plus.
Honestly, for some reason, that didn't register with me, seeing it the first time in the theater.
Yeah.
That the Tesseract just went missing. And that Loki has it, and it's like that's what he's wanted, like this entire series.
Does he have the...
That wasn't supposed to happen, was it?
I didn't think he had the triangle arc reactor in the first Avengers. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Or shitting me.
Ah, another swear. Ah, it's so good. I have eyes on Loki.
14 to 4. I'm not Loki. I don't want to hurt you.
Ah!
Yep.
I would take that moment framed, put it on my wall.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
That was a good beat. I love that they show Cap's like the classic way that he would throw the shields. And I guess it's really like an age versus training
Yeah.
kind of difference because
He's young. The 2012 one is younger, but the 2023
in 23 one
is so much like
it's more trained.
more trained, better technique.
Because the way you see him fight in Winter Soldier just blows my
Yeah,
fucking
because
mind.
at this point, I mean, how long he's been out of the ice?
Not very long.
Yeah. Bucky's alive. What'd you say? Why'd you say that name?
So when I saw that, much like, the way I was wrong with the Hulk thing, I thought
Yeah.
that the new Cap was going to be under his control.
Yeah.
And I wonder what they were going to do with it, but they just kind of left him. Put him to sleep.
Nice. It's Tilda Swinton.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the complaints about casting.
I think she does a fine job.
She does a really good job. And if you're just going to keep comparing things to the comics, they do a lot of other things different from the comics.
Mhm.
I agree. Yeah, it would have been fine if an Asian actor did it, but just whatever. Just deal with it.
Take what you're given. Yeah.
Like this, the whole culture of the what do they call them? The sorcerers.
Mhm.
It's not really based in like
A
Asian
monk
culture
style, yeah.
in the movie universe. Now, granted, maybe that might make that point worse, but like it works in and of itself. Maybe that's easy for me to say as a white guy, but
I think their explanation here, I mean, it makes sense that it just branches off. So all the different realities, as long as you return it, it's clipping the branches, as they like to put it.
Mhm.
And I know people were complaining, but still, like that's just that's a just as good as an explanation as any other movie.
Strange, he gave it away. He gave it to Thanos. Yes. What? I have no idea. Maybe he
Sometimes she can be so creepy.
Yeah. Maybe if it's because did you see the back of her head? Like there's like scars.
No, I didn't. I might have to revisit.
Yeah, look.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Maybe it's supposed to be intentional.
Hmm.
Strange, meant to be crystals.
So they must have done it for a reason.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yep, but he has it.
How many realities? 14 million.
14,605,000, I think.
I would love to see some of those realities.
I agree.
I love that they're doing a what if series.
Yeah, the
And
animated.
they're bringing back people to reprise the roles.
Almost everybody. The ones I see aren't necessarily being brought back. Maybe they're holding it for a surprise. Maybe it's not going to happen. Are Steve and Tony.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, those are the highest paid people probably.
Ebony Maw.
People were complaining he didn't have enough lines. I think he had enough lines.
I mean, he didn't have much, but I mean, this
he-
movie's not about him or
Yeah, no,
really about
Black Order,
Thanos.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Deal with it.
Of 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah, like there is a little bit of like, you know, a lot of talk about, you know, there's a lot of time travel dialogue in this, so it kind of wears down a little bit. It's a little annoying, but I just whatever, just go with it. It's just trying to hit home about what's really happening. And, like it makes sense what they did here, since she's so robotic.
Yeah.
It's cool that he
Like, who do you think is in the reflection? Because you're looking at the image from her. You know?
Mm-hmm. And I like that he said the word Avengers, like he knows them
Well, yeah.
after being foiled by them in 2012.
Yeah, because what is this, 2014?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, Stark. You know me? Yeah, because he probably studied them.
Yes. It's Rene Russo.
Rene Russo!
And she kills it in this. This is probably like the most work she gets out of her Avengers movies. And it's her best.
Yeah, honestly, like, she's only been in, what, 2? 3?
This is her third.
Yeah, because it was Thor and then Thor Dark World. This is during Dark World, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I miss Asgard and all the stuff around it.
Yeah.
It was very Shakespearean. It was so different from
Yeah.
the other
From all the
movies.
other sets. Yeah, it made it stand out.
the whole and the culture of it too was.
Yeah.
But not a lot of other people liked it. At least the general audiences didn't. So they had to shake it up and whatever. I just got to deal with it.
Yeah. I like how she immediately knows it's just him from the future.
And he says, "I'm totally from the future." I'm starting to hit the rum in my drink. Whew.
It was surprising because I was like, they actually got Natalie Portman?
This, they like re-resed a deleted scene from the Dark World.
Oh, did they? Okay,
Yes.
I thought they actually got her to be in this scene.
Not quite.
Well,
Man,
they-
she is gorgeous. As much as I'm kind of mixed feelings on her in these movies.
You know,
She's a good actor.
yeah, she's a very good actress. You know, as much as people like to like rag on her, I mean, like in the Star Wars movies, I thought she did just fine. I mean, the first one, second one, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just being paired with Hayden Christensen and Jake Lloyd. Kind of brought it down a little bit.
Well, and they made, especially in the Star Wars movies, they made her be either like super dry because she's a politician,
Yeah.
or be a little bit of a woman in distress kind of thing because she was pregnant and like had to victimize her against Anakin's turn.
Excuse me. Yeah. Did you know that Jake Lloyd went through the same thing as the actress that played Tony's daughter? Like, they said that he quit acting because people were just so ruthless with him.
Same with Ahmed Best, played Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
But you know what? The really cool thing is that at Celebration, people like them got standing ovations.
Yeah.
Ahmed Best and the girl who played Rose in The Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because they did fine.
Yeah, they're honestly
they were in Star Wars. Who cares?
Well, it's like the thing is, it's their character sucked.
Yeah,
I won't argue that, but it's just you can't take that out on the people. They're doing their fucking job. But then even like if you hate what the writers and directors did, just don't be assholes about it. Just say, I'm sorry, that didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like, do better.
I thought this was a funny scene until like I actually read that caption, and it was like, you know what?
Yeah.
What was it? It was no matter how depressed you are, how unworthy you feel, you'll always be worthy, or something.
It's the unwritten. It's the subtext of that. Getting the reassurance that he's still worthy.
Yeah.
That Mjolnir deems him worthy.
Yeah.
It does a lot for his confidence, and I love this.
Love this. Yeah.
It's such a great little twist on it.
But I love it even more when they do the next.
Yep.
Chris Pratt. Oh my god.
It's perfect. They nailed that. It's so good. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, right in the face.
Although he is, at this point, he's still part Celestial.
Yeah.
So
that's very true.
He can take it.
Yeah, I'll be fine. They took the glowing orb.
This is the part where spikes come out, skeletons on the end.
Indiana Jones.
Yep, he's in another movie reference. Rum. So much rum.
Why is the rum always gone?
Is that a pirate stroke?
Yeah, that's a pirate stroke.
Okay. Man, like a champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, a quick blow.
Little, yeah. Little Empire and Return. The hand.
Yeah, that's
Luke's.
true. No, hurry up and go back. Go back now. Go back now.
Just hit the button. 2.
And one of you goes. One of you malfunctions at the worst possible time.
Yep.
It's so bizarre to watch her like just freeze like that.
Yeah, like almost paused.
Like she doesn't get to react to what's going on when she's like projecting these things.
He's got like a Two-Face almost look to him.
That's true.
Because look at the eye. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yet.
You're not trying to stop something I'm going to do in our time. You're trying to undo something I've already done in theirs. I found them all. I won.
I'll keep boosting into photo.
I have no idea what that's a picture of, but okay.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I've been super obsessed with that game. I'm gonna take a picture of what we're doing.
Thank you, daughter.
No, that's stupid. He gone.
Sire, your daughter
Ho-ho-ho.
is a traitor.
See, it's interesting because one of his daughters is going to be a traitor, but it's not her at this point.
That's right.
It's Gamora. Because Gamora, I mean, the whole time was against him, right?
Oh wait, that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. She's been planning to
Overthrow.
betray him, or
Yeah.
at least turn her back and run away.
Why didn't she go back? Oh, she's trying to warn them? Uh-oh.
Yeah, she really should have gone back. Like there was nothing stopping her at that point.
But if she was gone... Oh, I guess they couldn't have traced...
There's he probably could have done everything anyway because like he had to research, his own version of time travel.
Yeah.
You're not yourself, you know that? You're repeating yourself.
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. You know, no. You wanted a time heist. You weren't on board with the time heist. You ruined the time heist.
Is that what I did?
Yeah.
Are there any...
I mean, technically he didn't ruin it.
No, there's no...
Hulk ruined it.
Yeah.
No do-overs. We're not going anywhere else. We have one particle left each. That's it. All right? We use that.
Ding.
You're not going home.
Yeah, well, if we don't...
I like where they went with this.
Yes, I agree, and it didn't register with me for a while.
There's another way. Retake the Tesseract and acquire new particles. Go stroll down memory lane. Military installation, Garden City.
But he did. He knew it.
When were they both there? They were there at a time... I have a vaguely exact idea. How vague?
What are you talking about? Where are we going?
I know for a fact they were there.
Who's they? What are we doing?
How I know.
Because he heard it from his daddy. I got it from my daddy.
I got it from my daddy.
Scott, get this back to the compound. Shoot up.
Yeah. 04071970.
Yes.
April 7th, 1970.
So there's a little bit of a possible continuity error there, because I think what I saw somewhere is that at some point you see Tony's birthday, and it somehow contradicts with this, or that there might
Him
be a
saying that his
contradiction.
wife is pregnant.
Yeah. Or that maybe, I don't know. It's that there's something about this date
Yeah.
and the date of his,
People probably try to poke holes in it.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this being the last.
I'm not a fan. I do like it, but
I mean, I like the
in and of itself,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
But it being his last one,
And where did they get the costume or the uniforms and everything?
so it's probably a lot of CG, maybe some like makeup and whatnot. But apparently that is how he looked in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw a side-by-side picture like earlier today
Of
of Stan Lee. Of how they put him there and
Yeah.
a picture that he took in the 70s. And it is pretty close.
it just reminds me of Community
Yeah.
because they have a lot of they have some of the cameos in here from.
Mhm.
Because it was the Russos that did Community.
Yeah. Did they? Yeah, they did. Okay.
Yes, they did.
And I'm glad they didn't. I think the Russos talked about it. Someone talked about it, how they didn't dive into this part of it too much about, okay, here's something. You see on his left? See that green computer screen that was there?
Yeah.
Arnim Zola.
Oh yeah.
That was another potential Easter egg. They say if you look at
Oh.
it real close, you can see Zola's face on that computer screen.
So they're probably programming the defenses. So is that this? Then would that be the same place that they broke into
That
in Winter Soldier?
I think so. I think it is.
Oh,
Maybe not like the
I would
exact
love
same
to
spot,
see.
but
I would love to see where this thing was at all times.
yeah, because I want to see where it goes from here to where it was in Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
and then after Captain Marvel, when the fucking Flurkin coughs it up, and then where it goes from there.
Yeah.
But man, this whole thing is so good.
Because all.
You have a name? Howard. Well, that would be easy to remember. Howard Potts. Well, I'm Howard Stark. Shit, don't pull it.
He's so good.
Gills there, Potts. Oh, fine. Just 1 hour. Want to get some air? Hello, Potts. Yeah.
It's just it's interesting because it's probably like everything Tony's ever wanted to do is talk to his dad again, and now he has a chance to, but he can't let him know that it's him.
Yeah, it's all that the very mixed emotions he has about his dad because he hated him for so long.
Yeah, but then like everything, there's that Iron Man 2 video.
Yes,
Ah, there you go. There's the
it's
original.
a classic Ant-Man helmet,
Yeah.
which I think it is, but I want to go back and watch. I think it was Ant-Man 2 where you saw him on a mission with Janet in him in his Ant-Man suit, and god damn that the effect of the aging on there is really good. It's not perfect, but it's really fucking good.
Yeah, the de-aging on him was beautiful. That's Martin Sheen?
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. Why did I say Martin Sheen?
It's you know what? Some of those actors just kind of
Close.
blend together.
It's a good thing that they have Pim Parkles.
Yes. Yeah, and that is labeled so easily.
Flowers and sauerkraut. You get a big date tonight?
You say flowers and sauerkraut?
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross.
How far along is she? I don't know. She's at the point where she can't stand the sound of my chewing.
Hmm.
So we get her in the pantry again. I have a little girl up in there.
And that's so nice. It's inadvertently telling him that he's a grandpa.
Yeah.
Say that the
He's about.
good has rarely outweighed my own self-interest.
The greater good.
Yeah.
You've never seen these two men before?
Oh, but there's two of them look fishy.
Describe them.
Well, one of them had a big hippie beard.
Hippie like Bee Gees or Mungo Jerry?
Definitely Mungo.
Marco Cherry.
They filmed 2 scenes with Peggy. This is I think the first one.
You talking about in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Skinny Steve.
All I wanted him to do was, I just wanted her to see him.
Yeah, that would have been nice. And then she just like thinks it's in her head or something like that. Just
Yeah.
like shakes it off and walks away. Cause it's got to be really hard. They tried really hard to make sure it's like just don't look in that direction.
And all he wants to do, and I mean, he eventually does, but it's just like he sees her, and it's just like I could have. Oh, you know what? This is probably the reason he goes back. Is probably that scene right there.
You think maybe he wouldn't have done it if
I don't think he. I don't think he wouldn't have done it if he didn't have that one moment. Because right now, all he's thinking about is getting back to their time and fixing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's just like, you know what? I have to fix it, but then I have to go back for her. Just seeing her be part of S.H.I.E.L.D. and be the director. And
Literally pieced it together as I went along. I thought about
Hmm.
That was tough on me. And now, looking back on it, I just remember the good stuff. You know, he did drop the odd curl.
Yeah?
Like what? No amount of money ever bought a second of time. Smart guy.
That's really good. It's such a great sentiment.
Say that kid's not even here yet, and there's nothing I wouldn't do.
Aw. Yeah, honestly, that's the biggest thing from being a dad. It's like I would literally do anything just to see my daughter smile. It's awkward, but it's really like Jarvis.
And then apparently, and I can't verify this for sure, but I think that actor who's playing Jarvis was in the Peggy Carter series.
Oh, nice.
Maybe.
Weird beard.
Yeah. Tony Stark's birthday, April 29th, 1970.
Yeah, so it was like a couple weeks after what just happened, what we just saw. But is that the MCU canon that they're saying that's his birthday?
There's a picture here with Tony's
That's his ID, right?
shield. Yeah.
Okay.
He speaks English, Spanish, Italian, and Dari.
Is that like an Indian language or?
Confusion, no dental, eyes brown, hair black. 5'9". Really?
Seems a little tall. I guess that's about right. This was a good touch.
Yeah.
It's a little convenient, but I get it.
So was that like a side plate?
Like, I don't really know what the
Was it just,
point
like,
of that
worn?
was.
I think it maybe just matched for wear. Yeah.
So, wait. So, they have 2023 Nebula's Pym particles. How does she get back?
What do you mean?
So
she stole. Yeah, so she has her
So
one way. So she goes. No, yeah, no.
Or does she go with 2014
She goes with
Nebula
her.
and Thanos?
No, she goes with 2023. Oh, how does the 20?
How does the 2020? How does the 2023
2023
Nebula
get back to 2023?
Yes.
She goes with Thanos.
Oh, she goes with 2014 Nebula and Thanos.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're right. She is like a prisoner in their ship. Okay. Damn. So she spent fucking 9 years as a prisoner in there. Holy shit.
No, she was on the ship when they all teleported.
Oh, god damn it. Why is that not registering with me?
Oh my God, it's Red Skull.
Yeah. Best reveal in
Ross
Infinity War and then
Ross
Marquand.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
to
one of the best reveals of like
I want
the
to
MCU.
I kind of want to go back and listen to some of this dialogue and cuz I feel like a lot of it is like the exact same audio. But you got to imagine like he's probably faced a lot of people and probably has a lot of this rehearsed as
Yeah.
Red Skull.
Oh yeah. I want to see a clip of Captain America and him.
Yeah, that's a big thing. And apparently in like interviews with the writers and the Russos that they said that they didn't even consider that part of the ending. That Cap would have to would probably.
I love this.
Yeah, they just make Red Skull just wait there while they figure it out. It's like, come on, this is.
I've got dinner tonight.
Yeah, I've got plans.
What'll be on in 2014? I've got tickets to the opera. Do you know how long I had to wait online?
You know how far I have to travel?
I really have to use the bathroom. You think this is blowing in the wind?
I'll just do it here. Don't mind me. Look away. Pardon the smell. Yeah, a lot of people are talking like it's too convenient that they put these exact two here, and that they like heavily imply that there's love between those two, and not necessarily romantic. And blah, blah,
It's
blah.
friendship love, but it's convenient. It's those two, you know. Yes, according to the MCU, his birthday is 5/29/1970.
Okay.
So when he said his wife was yay big, she was
7, 8 months.
she was
somewhere in
7 or 8
there.
months long. Yeah. I remember when they were saying the time when you can go take a pee break during the movie, which, let me just say, if you can, sit through, I don't know, Lord of the Rings, all 3 of them, like, all of them were 3 hours long, and you couldn't hold your bladder. And they said you could take it at this scene, and it's like, I don't,
I would agree though.
Yeah,
Because-
throughout the movie, I mean, this is one of the weaker.
Yeah, because we basically saw this already.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting to see who they were going to let fall, but
But you'd find out when he came back and
Yeah.
at the lake.
I mean, I like the sequence of them like trying to like outsmart each other to jump. Tell yourself. And it's such like a
Swan dive. It's easy. It's interesting how easy it is for him to shake that off. It's probably because
Yeah.
he knows the tech.
Yeah, he's probably trained himself too. I mean, he's had 5 years traveling the world, probably trying to fight crime. And it's such like a it's such a difference between what Thanos and Gamora went through.
Yeah, there's like the difference between the wills of
Yeah, he threw her, and these two are fighting to save each other.
Gamora was fighting to escape the throw, and then these two are fighting to volunteer.
Oh
for the,
God,
for the
the
drop.
music!
Yeah, and they have to repeat the music and all that.
I mean, I will admit this was pretty like.
It was sad, but because it was so
Oh
repetitious,
shit! That was a cool effect.
What?
It looked like the snow was falling upward.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I know it was the wind, but
Yeah. It's just the like the air resistance or whatever.
yeah.
I want to say. I wonder if like I want to see one of those like how it should have ended or something like that of someone at the bottom of that but not dead. It's like, oh God!
It's like in Austin Powers.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
I'm in so much pain.
oh, I'm gonna try the other leg. Oh God!
He's like shooting arrows down at her, but she still won't die.
Nat, just go into the light.
It's like there's
God.
no coming back. Please just jam one of
You
those
know
arrows
what?
into your eye.
Screw it. I'm just gonna kill myself. Excuse me. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself.
Fine. And so seeing that happen twice, and it makes you think like, how exactly does Cap return the stone? Because like we don't
Yeah,
know.
they do an explanation online, like they asked, or like it's probably like popular opinion. Honestly, it's probably one of those things where he just goes back, and maybe I don't even know. Maybe he hands the gem back to Red Skull, but then people are saying that Red Skull is free.
Yeah, and Hulk has to be the one to ask that.
Yeah. because that was his.
It was his sort
His
of
boo.
boo, his
Yeah.
former boo. I read somewhere that they were thinking about exploring that relationship some more, but didn't really have the time or
Oh,
maybe
it would have
as
been so much more
interest.
convenient if you just broke it.
Yeah, given how strong he is.
Yeah.
Just ask the question. I know you acting like she's dead. You acting like she's dead. You understood. That's right. Because we understood it's got to bring her back. Isn't that right? Stop this shit with the Avengers. Guys, you can't do it.
There's another shit, I think.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Look, I'm sorry. I never know offense, but you're very okay, we're talking about space magic. Oh, it seems very different, don't you think? Yeah, look, I know that I'm way upset, but my pay right here. But she still thinking that she. No, that's not important. It can't be undone. Or that's at least what the red floating guy had to say. Maybe you want to go talk to him, okay? Go grab your hammer and you go fly. You talk to him.
It would have been interesting if Steve said, "What red floating guy?"
Yeah, it's true.
Your life with that goddamn stone. There's life on it.
Yeah, there's a damn.
She's not coming back.
I wonder if he had to like contact the company that made like sweaters.
His sweater, yeah,
It's
that's. I was
custom-made.
thinking the same thing. He's got a very special tailor. I love this.
Tim the Tailman Tooler.
I gotta play that back. Wait. I love it.
Such a dick.
I love it. It's such a little moment, but I love it. And this is what I think is a fairly valid assessment / complaint of like the Infinity Gauntlet was forged in space by someone that was like specialized in forging like magic, ancient weapons capable of a million
Thor.
things. Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Thor would-
the dwarf.
Yeah, no. I'm saying, but Thor would be like a perfect candidate to try to do this.
It's not so much that; it's the fact that Stark was able to just make a glove.
Oh yeah.
That it feels a little bit too like easy / convenient.
Well, they had the old glove. Maybe they used it as like a model. Maybe he just scanned it and then just kind of copied the. Well, yeah,
Do you
but then,
think
like,
they
the
took the
material-
old glove back with them though?
I think they did. I mean, that'd be a good relic, you know. Oh, they were talking about somebody. One of the Avengers would have been perfect for this, like to absorb the cosmic power.
And
How do you know the
that-
radiation's mostly gamma?
That's another thing that felt a little too convenient was saying that they could just say it's gamma and give it to the Hulk and it's like, all right, whatever, we have to accept it, but
Jesus,
then there's this shit.
stuff gets real.
Yep, and that's the hand that should have been burned.
Let's do it. Okay, remember, everyone Thanos snapped away 5 years ago. Just bringing them back to now, today. Don't change anything from the last 5 years.
And everyone costumes up. I love it. And so this is
Like they're preparing themselves.
Yeah. This is something that Kevin Feige had to clarify because a lot of people were asking, like, if people were snapped in a plane, will they reappear in midair but not in a plane? But Feige said that because Hulk basically wished everyone back being safe, that I guess that, that allowed them to be put back in, out of harm's way.
Yeah, maybe like in just a field somewhere where the plane was or at the airport.
Yeah, maybe at their airport destination.
Oh, God.
And that the other thing that I don't know if this was clarified or if this is my own headcanon, but I think the reason that this really took so long was because he was trying to bring back
Nat.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
he does kind of explain a little bit later in the movie.
Yeah, he tried. He was thinking so hard, I think was his explanation.
Yeah.
This scene, I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, see what she did? She opened up the gateway.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and they just brought her back just in case.
Yeah, so since Thanos had the pin particles, he probably manufactured some more.
Yeah.
Bam. And we see him get torn up like Thanos did.
His arm looks smaller.
Yeah.
Well, like burned off half of it. Like this scene was super intense to me. Like I was just like
The very massive difference between
this oh my God. Like there's the lack of music, the lack of sound effect, the phone vibrating.
That was a joke that I think Honest Trailers made, was like, oh man, their cell phone plan just held up the whole 5 years. Good for them.
I really enjoyed like the serene like feel. Like,
Yes.
everything's better.
There's
His
just-
wife is calling.
It's just a brief moment of comfort before things go to shit.
Yeah, just because like he answers his phone.
He gets to hear her voice.
Guys,
I think we did it. Oh, okay.
and then I'm like,
But then,
uh-oh.
oh god, he looks at, bam.
I thought that killed Scott. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, but if
I
you
thought
if you look real slowly,
He
shrunk.
He shrunk. So it's probably like a reactionary thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, like complete, 180.
it does feel a little bit
They
convenient that like no one really died
nuked
from this.
them to hell.
But yeah,
Yeah, I was expecting people to be dead. Like Rocket, I expected Rocket to be dead.
but it does feel very 2014 Thanos. That is like, fuck this, I'm
Like
just
right,
fucking
right,
die, all
yeah,
of you.
and the Hulk holding up like the whole building. Like I was,
And that's got to be a fucked up feeling of a guy that truly can't walk.
yeah.
His suit's fucking up on him, so he's really defenseless.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm getting like chills, man. I just remember being in the theater and seeing this, and like, it was like a reality check. It felt in like intense. Mm-hmm. Like just watching like the building crumbled around them, like
Yeah,
they're digging up out of the rubble.
The claustrophobia and the urgency are pretty well demonstrated here.
Yeah.
But then because he's nice and tiny, he doesn't have to face it
Yep.
as much. Okay.
Yeah, he's about to have a really bad day. There was theories about who he was going to be fighting in the tunnel.
Yeah, that was interesting. All right.
Thank God the gauntlet's right there.
Yeah. And then this is his first time facing the Outriders.
Yeah.
You can kind of see him moving. Yep.
Whoa. And now we run.
Yeah, later.
Bye. And just the intimidation factor.
Yep.
Oh God. Wow, they took years off of his character. Like even in Infinity War, you could tell like he was
Suspected nothing.
Arrogant never did. Go. Find the stones. Bring them.
Wait. And it's like it's kind of annoying, but also it makes sense. Someone else pointed this out to me. It's like that is very 2014 Thanos because he was always trying to get other people to do his work for him.
Yep.
It
He
wasn't-
wasn't going to do it himself.
It wasn't until Age of
he-
Ultron.
Yeah, fine. I'll do it myself. Now,
Yes.
why did they do that after Age of Ultron? Was he like trying to get Ultron to destroy the world? And
That much I don't really understand. I think that has to do with the MCU timeline, which apparently isn't as linear
yeah,
as it should be, or as, in terms of like release dates or whatever.
yeah.
Zoe Saldana, another gorgeous, gorgeous woman.
And
Covered
what is
in
it?
green.
3 of the 4 top-grossing movies of all time: Avatar, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Yeah. Yep. Good call.
One bite, we go. That's what we lose this again. I'm keeping it.
Still making jokes. God, his head's like right on a sharp rock.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yep. He's
This-
just eyeballing him. It
Ah.
never really hit me as much, like looking at this right now, of Thor looking at like just the source of all his trauma.
Yep.
Just
He's like,
staring
all right,
him down.
well, we're doing this again.
Oh my God.
What does he say? Just sitting there.
Well, look at that.
The original 3.
Somewhere under all this. All I know is he doesn't have it. So we keep it that way. It was a trap. Yeah. I don't much care. Good.
We're all in agreement.
Just as long as we're all in agreement.
And this scene,
Yes.
fucking badass. I love what he transforms into.
I mean, braids.
Like the badass, like braids, the outfit.
It does look very Viking.
Yeah, that's the first thought I had. Is that this was like, it's very like traditional.
You could not live with your own failures.
Where did that bring you?
Where did that bring you?
Straight to me.
Back to me.
Back, whatever.
Close enough.
I thought it was straight back to me.
By eliminating half of life, the other half will thrive. But you've shown me that's impossible.
I mean, they're the only ones that are really fighting back per se.
Yeah.
There will always be those
So far.
unable to accept what can be. They will resist. Yep, we're all kinds of stubborn. I'm thankful. Because now, I know what I must do. I will thread this universe down to its last atom.
People didn't like
Then,
his turn.
the stones you've collected for
Thanos' turn?
Yeah, because they said he was
teeming with life
methodical
knows not what it
in Infinity War,
only what it has been given.
and now he's just going to destroy everything. But it makes sense because it's 2014 Thanos.
He saw everything that happened through Nebula.
Yeah.
They'll never know it. Because you won't be alive to tell them.
Because they said in like Infinity War he was trying to save humanity in his own sixth sense.
Yes.
But now he's just trying to destroy it, and it's like, well, he saw what
There-
saving humanity was going to do, so to hell with that.
Yeah, there was his own sense of pride because he thought he was the hero.
Yeah.
But then when he realizes that people still saw him as a villain, they're just like, fuck it, I'm just going to go full villain.
Yep. He's
But
still
but-
he's still the best MCU villain.
Yes. Well, he's up there. It's I don't know. It's hard for me to call him the best villain because I love Loki so much.
All right. Well, that's okay.
Because I did rewatch maybe the first half of Avengers 1, and just his dialogue is so fucking good.
I'm getting too old for this.
It's that all makes sense. He got fucking nuked, and then he got chased down, and he's just exhausted.
Wrong nebula.
Yep. He doesn't know
Oh
her.
yeah, I forgot about this.
You don't have to do this.
She lost her hand in.
No, you're talking about 2023 Nebula.
Guardians. Yeah, she lost it in the first Guardians, right?
Well, 2023 lost it when she was in 2014 and she
Yeah.
grabbed the Power Stone through
Yep.
the.
Well, no,
the
she
trap.
got caught on something like on a ship, and she cut off her hand to get away. Right?
Well, now it's just kind of like timey-wimey stuff that's kind of tripping me up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh no, no. But 2014 Nebula's hand was completely fine. It was still robotic.
Yes.
But she had to rip it off when she got caught on that ship in Guardians.
Did she? Okay.
Yes.
For now, at least, I'll take your
Yeah.
word for it.
Oh my god, did you see the 8-bit version of this fight?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty
So
cool.
good.
It was pretty cool.
And then all over Facebook, for the longest time, they had this whole section of scenes where they fight Thanos, and it's just, so good. Like beautifully choreographed. See, this is the part that didn't make sense to me. I would have thought Stormbreaker was just like Mjolnir.
No, it didn't have the same charm that Odin put on Mjolnir. It's like whosoever.
All right, well,
be worthy. And here it is.
Just about. I was like, I know who's doing this.
Honestly, it didn't register with me at first.
Whack.
Ah.
And I was like, I know it. Fucking do it.
Ba-bam.
Right there. Oh, dude.
Ba-ba-boom. I knew it. Bam.
I'm pretty sure like everybody around us at the theaters hated me because I was like literally like in tears when this was happening.
So good. He whoops his ass for a second.
Oh,
Takes that from Avengers 1.
yep.
Still human powerful. Couple strikes.
People didn't like how he was able to like control thunder, but it's like, oh, whatever. It's Mjolnir.
It's Mjolnir is part of the power of
He
of it,
he
and-
probably understands what he has to do.
Yeah.
He's seen Thor.
It just sucks that like he very quickly it turns back around on him.
Yeah.
Why'd you take off your helmet?
Ooh.
Yep.
And he just
And then-
shatters that shield.
Here comes that little
2,
vision from the beginning of
5,
Age of Ultron.
6.
His broken shield. Ah. And he's basically down.
He tore right through it like it was nothing.
And even that bugged some people, and it's like, God damn it, it's whatever. Just
Take it as it is.
he's fighting a giant alien space weapon. And,
Yeah, and who knows what that metal is made out of? Vibranium is the best on Earth, but
well, so vibranium came from a comet.
yeah.
It came from space.
Yeah.
Which means, obviously, like, if another space weapon would go toe-to-toe with it, then, for all we know, fucking his sword is made of vibranium.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And, oh, shit. Oh, my God. They're all here. It's like Smash Ultimate. They're all here. There's towers, and then this is giant beast we never saw before. You know, I'm kind of jumping around time a little bit, but you know, a lot of people were complaining about like when all the women come together for that scene, it's like the logistics of that don't make sense. Okay, well, what about
Shut
the
up and
logistics?
enjoy the movie.
Well, there's that, and there's like, what about the logistics of all this army standing there while all the Avengers and all the snapped people come back?
Yep.
They're all just waiting there. No, they're all going to be fucking attacking.
Yep.
So if you're going to complain about one of the logistics, complain about all of them, motherfucker.
Yeah. I love this scene right here. This
shot.
snapshot right here.
I want like just a painting.
I want that.
It's so good.
That. But this scene, Captain Reed.
And that first one, I didn't quite catch that first one. The second one.
Sam?
Yep. And it's like,
I was almost in tears. I was like, no, please.
because when you think about it from Cass'
On your
perspective,
left.
it's been 5 years
Since he's
heard that voice.
Yep.
And then
And
not only
everybody
does he hear that
lost it.
voice, but he sees these three,
Yep.
and it's
And he
probably
knows.
starting to register to him.
Yeah. Because I completely forgot that everybody's back.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, good. So
And that smile on his, like that little bit of smile of hope on his face. Whoosh. And there's one of his best friends flying around. And see, they all just stand there and watch, and it's like, I'm totally fine with that.
I'm pretty sure like if you took an average like beats per minute of people's hearts at this point, it was probably through the roof.
Dude,
Like that, people were cheering
Yeah.
and screaming for Spider-Man.
the fucking music in this.
Oh,
Just, I'm getting chills right now.
Alvin Silvestri.
Alan.
Alan Silvestri. What did I say?
Alvin.
Alan.
Alvin!
No, seriously though, he
Oh, Scarlet.
did a beautiful score.
Yeah. Taking like
One of the best.
Taking the basic nature of the Avengers score and turning it into this.
Yep.
And also a little thing
Right there.
that I didn't notice until recently was that
Everybody.
when the Wasp comes through, she has like a tinier portal that she goes through, and then she like expands. And then this,
He saves them.
yep, and you get the Hulk, Rock and War Machine.
I was at this point. I'm like, oh shit, it's about to get real.
Dun 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 dun. Oh god.
You want a portrait?
It's
you
so
do that
good.
scene
It's
where
so good.
everybody is just showing up through the portal.
And just the way he's staring down Thanos.
Because, like you said, he's used to other people doing it, and now he sees that. Ooh. Assemble.
Oh god. And everybody. Oh
I was like, please God, don't cut to credits.
yes, yeah. Like they had to follow through with the scene. See, now they all charge through. Whew. It's just
Like
so
I'm
much.
surprised. I'm surprised. Like the whole theater didn't like start screaming. There's cords.
There's M'Baku. I didn't notice M'Baku so close to the front.
Oh my
So
God, the
Mjolnir, the
sequences.
slamming.
I think at this point I was like,
There's
I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk.
Yep, that's a good bit. And this shit.
Yes.
Bam. And this, I love this.
No, give me that one.
Yes, and
There's
Bucky.
Bucky. Oh my God, Mr. Stark. Bam.
Oh, giant
That's
man.
one.
What are you doing?
Nice. I love it.
And there's this bit.
This was pretty funny. This is a nice little touch.
Yep, this is one of the things that doesn't really quite get settled in this movie. Gamora? She has no idea. That little look, that nice little head turn.
Head turn, yeah.
She doesn't like people getting fresh with her.
You missed the first one.
She got them both. Second.
This is the one? Seriously? Choices were him or Trey.
Or Drax.
Yeah.
Bam.
Dude, Sam is a badass just for taking down that
Yeah, he
huge
is.
ass monster.
A lot of people say they don't like Sam, and I really like Sam.
Yeah, that was yeah. To bring him back to the camera.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude's
his
like
arm.
one-handed.
Yeah.
And he's beating the shit out of people.
That wasn't our only time machine.
Jesus.
It's so good.
Anyone see an ugly brown man?
And that's all right. That bugs me a little bit. That's like all
Way
their
off in the
communication is spot on.
Yeah.
That was a nice callback, calling him Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
Doctor
Strange.
Strange.
You said 1 on 14.
All the other sorcerers.
Yep,
Tell me this is it. If I tell you what happens,
it won't happen.
it won't happen.
You better be right.
Better be right.
And it's gonna turn.
What?
Gotta hotwire it.
Bah. Sire. So why wouldn't Ebony Maw, with all of his powers, go after the gauntlet?
Yeah, right.
Give it to
Give
me.
it to me.
And that just him
I
calling him
thought-
Clint.
yeah.
was a nice callback.
I thought people were gonna lose their minds when Black Panther has it. Because he's meant to absorb all of this.
Bah.
Bam!
Bah.
Give me the rock.
Yes.
And then this scene.
Oh my god. I fucking love her. I don't even know who you are. You will.
Like this scene solidified her as like I'm
certified
so
badass.
excited to see what they do with her in the future. Like
That's
this.
right.
I mean, she's effortlessly just fucking
bam, bam. Yeah.
her power. She blew up an Infinity Stone. She's coming for that ass. I got it.
There you go. Whoop.
And the writers didn't
That's
like this
such a-
scene. It's such a good scene.
Come on. Why would you not like it? It works.
Oh, this.
And it's just like she gets a little grin on her face.
Yeah,
Like
she's just
"That's
like,
cute."
yeah, okay. Like, you're
Ah.
gonna overpower me. And then she just makes him look just. Oh.
Look, shout out to that fucking Avengers Anonymous group. She whoops his ass.
She
I don't
whooped
care what
his
you say.
Ass. If he didn't do this, she would have killed him.
Yeah.
She tore him apart.
Yep. There's Wong. I love Wong. He's so
Yeah.
cool.
Wong, you're invited to my wedding. Such a good.
Has anyone else seen this?
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be more to, like, Strange having to hold up this whole, like, river.
Mm-hmm.
Or lake, whatever it is. I don't got this.
That's got to be fucking traumatic as hell for him.
Yeah, being surrounded by, like.
Yeah, just these aliens that are trying to like rip
Yeah.
you apart.
I love it. If you told me back in 2008 that Spider-Man was going to be flying on Mjolnir while holding the Infinity Gauntlet, I would have never, ever believed you.
And get flung onto a Pegasus.
Yeah. Pepper's flying around.
Yeah, chased
in
by
Iron
Pepper
Man.
in an iron suit. Oh, they broke the iron legs. I didn't quite notice that the first time.
I saw that the first time.
There goes Bucky. There goes Korg. There's Hulk. Groot.
I am Groot. And he covers up Groot. I love that scene. It's like he's lost him enough.
It didn't quite register with me what was happening.
I was like,
in this
what the
turn.
hell are they doing?
Yeah.
And then right here, I'm like, uh-oh.
What the hell is this?
Buddy, what are they firing at?
Something just entered the upper atmosphere.
Everyone's favorite Avenger.
Yeah.
She's back.
I'd like to speak to your manager, please.
That
Like
house.
just right.
Yeah, just
through.
rips through her like butter. That's a good shot.
That is a good shot right there.
And then just the shot of Thanos' face where he's like,
No.
what the fuck?
And I thought this was gonna cause Strange to drop it.
Like, God damn it. Like, what do I do now?
We need an assist here.
Hey, Peter Parker. You got something for me?
I don't know why, but I felt like I heard that scene before, like that dialogue. Hey, Peter Parker, I heard you got something for me.
Everyone's favorite scene, too. Because they hate it when women come together.
What is Mantis gonna do? Seriously.
That Don got a little bit in trouble for that. Because when he saw Mantis, he kind of like rolled his eyes. And that's when
I'm sorry,
When
but
Mo turned to him-
I love Mantis.
she's fine for what she is. But like in a scene like this,
Yeah.
she does not belong.
Yeah, Gorvis Clave got his ass kicked. Or, what's that? Yeah, that was
Corvus Glaive.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, close enough. And bah.
Da, 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 da.
This weird, I don't know why,
Flying
but
through
that
the
flying
air,
felt a little bit
but-
weird.
It feels like she's going slow.
Yes, exactly.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Goodbye.
Nice. Good shot. Later, bitch.
Like if she was just flying a little bit faster, she probably went through the portal.
Yeah. Yep, looking at his destiny.
And there we go. I mean, he pushes him right
That's
off.
a real desperation move.
Yeah. Oh, he had Mjolnir.
And he's coming back. And that I didn't realize what he was doing. He's using Mjolnir to weigh down Stormbreaker.
Yeah, he's trying to get him off.
And that's not going to do much. oh,
Yeah, punch right in the
oh,
face.
God.
All right, this is the one like really cool scene I like about Captain Marvel.
It does. I think it works pretty well.
Yeah. So he's powering up and don't let
nope.
him close his fist. Pull it off.
And the headbutt.
Wait for
action.
it. Wait for it.
Fuck you, bitch. Ow. Nope, nothing.
Yeah. Oh, well, that sucks.
And this was a pretty smart move, I think, on Thanos' part.
Yeah, to pull out the Power Stone.
It's like, just take the pain for a second,
Yeah.
because that's the only way he was going to beat her.
Yep. And like I saw this scene, I knew exactly what he was doing, but in my head, I'm like, he's probably just pointing up. Tony, I didn't mean for you to do anything. I meant look up. The answer's there. All right. So he turns his hand over. He probably is ripping out the stones like right here.
Yeah, I need to, like...
I think what he does is he has his glove and he probably like wrapped his he probably went underside and pulled them all out.
The way that they designed it, like,
Inevitable.
when they show him designing the glove, it looks like there might be, like, a little bit of magnetism to it.
Yeah, like he's able to like absorb it.
Like there.
Yeah,
It's
right there. It was on his like wrist.
So that probably has a little bit of something to do with
Yeah.
it.
Dude, in this scene,
He knows it's over.
yeah.
Originally, that was
Ah,
supposed to be like silence, Originally, that line wasn't going to be there. It's just going to be him. He would smile and then snap.
No, they had to put the I am Iron Man in there.
It does work very well. Have him say
just-
that.
Oh, and then everything just fading to dust.
And
He's
just,
the last one.
Yeah,
he
he's-
has to watch his whole empire, his whole army,
Yeah.
everything he's worked towards.
and he knows that any second he's got to go.
Yep.
He's lost.
Yep.
He lost twice. He knows he lost twice.
Yeah, he watched the first loss, and he's just, they beat me.
And it mimics him sitting down at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah. He's like, well,
They play his theme but they tweak it a little bit here.
I think just by his look, it's almost like they want him to look defeated, but at the same time, they want him to look like, you know what? Okay. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
I can finally, just relax. I don't have to... You can rest now, Thanos.
Slowly, there he goes.
He was fighting it and
There
then
you
just
go.
gave it up.
Oof. He is a wreck.
His
All
best
the
friend.
all the people that are closest to him. He was there since Iron Man 1.
Technically.
Since before Iron Man 1, really. He's
Oh,
kind of like
Peter.
a
Of course, Peter's got to be there.
pseudo son. Kind of mimicking the whole Infinity War where Tony had to
We
say
won.
goodbye to him versus Peter having to say goodbye to Tony. There's Pepper saying, "Get the fuck out of my way." And she has to say goodbye to the father of her child.
And there goes Friday.
Mm-hmm. And it's nice that, like, as much of like a chatterbox as he is, like he's almost completely silent here. You
Yeah,
hear him
he's
say,
spent.
"Hey Pep." This is his true last words.
Yeah.
There it is. They play this nice and quiet. There's almost no music to it.
And she
couple
waits
piano keys.
until he's... I didn't even realize like half his hair was burned off.
Yeah.
And then they said that there was a couple screenshots. It was a picture of Cap's face, and it says before, after the battle's won, and then he turns and he realizes what it cost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we missed that part where it's like he turns and sees Tony. Is like, oh
he goes
shit.
straight. Yeah, he realizes how severe it was. I really do believe that Robert Downey Jr. should be at least nominated for something because this movie,
he needs some kind of recognition because
what he did for the role, what he did for Marvel,
what he did for fucking movies in general.
He was Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like Tom Cruise was almost Tony Stark, and for God's sakes, nobody could be
I'm
Tony Stark
so
and Robert
happy
Downey Jr.
the way it worked out. For all we know, I mean, Tom Cruise could have been just fine, but it's just what we got was spot on.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
He was worth every dime that they spent.
Fucking some people, like somewhere during this hallway scene, like they claim they saw Gwen Stacy. It's like, God damn it, it's a blonde girl. Just whatever. It's probably not Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. It's like everybody wants to be celebrating, but it's just...
But it doesn't always roll that way.
I feel like this is like a little bit of a mimic of Cap's letter at the end of Civil War.
It's in celebration.
Yeah.
I hope
Telling Tony if he ever needs anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
get it back. It's something like a normal version of the planet has been restored.
But it was nice to have a little more Tony.
Yeah.
And it gave me a little bit of hope that maybe he would have been like some kind of
AI.
like a new Friday.
Yeah. I mean, I would be okay if they didn't do it that way.
Which, yeah, now after seeing Far From Home, spoiler alert, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
The reality Morgan's going to have to find
At least not for a while. Since RDJ, it sounds like he's trying to distance himself from Iron Man.
in the case of an untimely death on my part. You know that death at any time is an untimely.
Jon Favreau.
Damn, Jon Favreau. He started it all.
Yep, he was there.
I think these emotions had to be true. It's just realizing that this is it.
But again, that's material gate. Where the journey is the end.
Gosh, just looking at how like scared she is. Like, it's my dad, but it's not my dad.
But this right here.
I love you 3000.
Yep. And that's it. Oh, God. So heavy. Oh, getting chills. I'm pretty sure you could hear people sniffling in the theaters
Yeah.
after this.
And there's the original heart.
Nice little throwback to his
Yeah.
old arc reactor. Here's our nice little one shots of like 99% of Marvel. At least the movie.
This scene right here was just
Yep, there's Aunt May. Marissa Tomei.
Did you see the picture of like originally Peter Parker? When he said that they wouldn't tell him what it was, and they told him it was like,
Oh, they said it was a wedding, right?
yeah.
Hulk and his cast.
Hey,
Hank
Michelle
Pym
Pfeiffer.
and Janet Van Dyne. There's the Guardians minus Gamora. Drax wearing his shirt.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Yep, couple Black Panther reps.
Hawkeye and his family.
Mm-hmm. And then now, yep. Almost.
Scarlet
Bucky
Witch,
Falcon.
Bucky and Falcon. I was so confused who this kid was, and then I think it was after the movie. I think I asked you, and you said it was Harley.
I had like a strong suspicion it was him. It just felt like a really random. And I didn't notice Kobe Smulders on the right.
Yeah,
There's Captain Marvel. There's Fury. Put on a few. That's all right. He's old. He's like 70.
yeah. Still looking good for 70.
Yeah. These two. Yep. These two have a nice relationship.
Now I wish there was a way that I could let her know. We won.
Yeah, I know I've said this a bunch about the Marvel women, but goddamn, she's gorgeous. I love
Yeah,
her.
Elizabeth Olsen. Right?
Yes.
Yes. You know, that's the dude that her brother saved. You know? And he basically got her back in that fight during Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this
Ah,
God, this kills me.
what do you want? Cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm.
Throwback.
Perfect callback. Okay.
I'll get you all the cheeseburgers you want.
I think Jon Favreau just has to sit down and just soak it all in that he
He's responsible
Started
for,
all of
for
this.
so much of this.
Yeah. I mean, Iron Man was such a big risk, and it turned into this.
Yeah.
Just almost.
So there was. I don't think it's an official deleted scene, but it's like something that was written out of the movie.
Yeah.
That I'm glad it was. Was apparently like somewhere in here, Thor tries to kiss Valkyrie and she rejects it, and he like awkwardly tries to play it off. It's like I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need that. No.
You can deal with that in Thor 4.
Yeah.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Tessa Thompson.
Yep.
You know, I've made a lot of changes around.
It's just that Thor just like leaves so much of his responsibility, and I get it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like I like the Thor movies. I just want it to be like it was.
Love it.
And this fucking scene. It's
He
a nice.
I thought there was a scene where it said they found her. I wish they would have these two in like their own show or movie.
It's really going to be interesting to see how they play this off between Thor 4 and Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Like, which one's going to come first? Who's going to address, like, how... You got to imagine Thor's probably going to get separated from them, and how.
Yeah.
And, you know, if Guardians comes first, then it's like, did James Gunn address that in his script? Because it sounds like the script's been done for years.
Yeah, but Love and Thunder is coming out before they... I think they're...
I got to check the calendar.
I think it's pre-production on Thor 4, but Guardians is still like in development.
Yeah. Was that Mantis's... Yeah, that was Mantis's only line in this movie.
Yeah.
Knives.
I love the look he gives.
Yeah, at the end of this little exchange.
Wait for it.
Of course. Oh, just staring him down.
Yeah,
So
it's
weird.
just
You have to return the stone to the exact moment you got there. You don't have to punch nasty alternative.
You already did. After Loki got away with the Tesseract.
yeah. I mean, it seems like they're gonna fix it, but I think they're at least gonna approach it like, what if, or in the time it sense.
Yeah. Yep. That was our clue about him trying to rescue Nat.
Yeah.
There's a little throwback exchange between these two. You're taking all the stupid with you. That was from Kep 1, right?
Yes, I think that's when Bucky was first going off into the war.
Yeah.
Cap said that to him.
Right. Now this, for some reason, like it didn't register with me that Cap had to return Mjolnir. I thought he was bringing it with him as like a defense kind of thing, just in case he needed it.
Yeah, no, he had to return it back to Thor's timeline
Yeah,
in Dark World.
and that makes sense when I thought about it.
It's literally going to be like they just left, and now he's back.
Right.
3, 2, 1. And returning.
And it's like, so I have mixed feelings about what happened here, because
Yeah.
the way they set it up, it's like something's not going to go right with his return.
Yeah,
And it's like they're not going to just have him.
like he's either going to be stuck in time or
Yeah. Like I was interested to
Missed
see
his
how
jump.
they were going to play it out.
I had a feeling he was going to. See, this didn't make sense to me. So he returns the timeline back to normal, right?
It's like, did they just now notice Cap sitting there? Like old Cap? It's like, how exactly
So-
did that play out?
He probably waited to do the Space Stone last. So then he could just be back with.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I read something recently where it's like,
Because he only
So-
probably had enough to do like as many jumps.
right. So then, yeah, I think I read somewhere that from either the Russos or Feige that said like, we don't know exactly when he decided to return back to this timeline. So he could have done it like just in the last few seconds at this moment. 'Cause we don't.
just on that bench.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it'd have to be through the it'd have to go through like the teleporter.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. I'm trying. I want to justify this,
He
but it doesn't
was
matter.
just sitting there
But
the whole
it's
time.
Like, hey, just nobody bother that old man. He very much looks like a little bit of Clint Eastwood look to him.
He does. He does.
Somewhere, I think I saw it on Instagram, like a picture of him pre-visual effects, and a lot, like probably like 70% of this is done with like prosthetics and makeup and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's really just around the mouth that they have to CGI, like the wrinkles and whatnot.
Yeah.
They certainly did a better job with this than they did with Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a good job. You can barely tell. I thought he was going to give it to Bucky, honestly.
There's probably going to be something where it's like they try this for a while and maybe Sam tries to pawn it off to Bucky in their their Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
Because my thought always was that even though Bucky was probably at some point proven innocent just for like what happened during Civil War, but like his record is public from when Black Widow leaked the secrets at the end of Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So the world knows that this guy's, has a horrible fucking past, so they wouldn't accept him as Captain America.
They would accept Sam.
More likely
paratrooper.
because he's a war hero.
Yep.
But then at
That's
the
probably
same
why,
at the same time, like he's so much less strong than Bucky.
Yeah. You can tell me about her? No.
No, piss off.
I think I will. I don't think I will.
Some people I heard from
I know.
I heard from a friend of my brother. They had a theory
that it's Scarlet or not Scarlet Widow.
that it's Black Widow that he married.
I don't think so. I think it's Peggy.
I'm inclined to agree with that.
I think he's just kind of keeping it under wraps just because
he doesn't need to.
Yeah, everybody knows.
So this song, a couple things about it. One, it was played during Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
It was when Nick Fury got into his apartment.
Yep.
And I actually know this song. I knew it before it was played in Winter Soldier. Not this exact version of it, but there's a version where guitarist Les Paul and I think Bing Crosby is singing the lyrics because there actually is lyrics to the song. And I'm like, I feel old because I know this song, but it's also cool that I recognize it. Yeah, this was a nice way to end it, and it makes sense that it's because the Russos are the ones who directed it that they get to choose to end it with Cap because that was their entryway into this franchise.
Good job, Anthony and Joe Russo.
Yes.
God damn.
It's not perfect, but it was really, 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 really good. It was
fantastic.
It was a nice bow on the Infinity Saga.
Yeah. Well, actually, technically, no.
Oh yeah.
Far From Home is the if Endgame was the bow, then Far From Home was just the scissors cutting.
It was like if
James Gunn was an executive producer with Stan Lee and
that makes sense.
Yeah, John Favreau.
It's like if you got to think like if everything up to this movie of it was like that was the MCU and Far From Home was like the end credit scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I like that because people say all the time.
It kind of ties it up. Yeah.
That this series is like a TV series.
Yeah.
Just like just very drawn out. They all sing without you.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So kiss me once, then
Alan
kiss me
Silvestri.
twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time.
Sure as has.
And
been.
this, I didn't notice they did for
Paul Rudd,
more
Don
than
Cheadle,
just the big
Benedict,
six. At least I just forgot about it.
Chadwick.
Yep. I had to show him doing Wakanda Forever.
Free.
Very good. Very good.
And they're doing the portals in the background.
Zoe Saldana, very good. Very good. Tess is fine. Ray Russo, very good job. I love her.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Anthony
Anthony
Mackie, I
Mackie.
like him a lot. is
Sebastian.
awesome.
Tom.
Love it. Tonight, she was fine.
Michonne.
Benedict
Benedict
Wong, love
Wong.
him.
Tom.
She was fine.
Dave.
She was really good. Letitia did really good.
John.
He was really good.
Tilda.
Nice job.
Jean Favre. Thank
Knocked
you.
it out of the park in every level.
Haley.
It was good.
Natalie
Yeah,
Portman,
whatever.
Marissa Tomei.
Did her thing. Taika was cool. Angela Bassett, right?
Yeah, I didn't know they did it for everybody.
Michael Douglas did fine. Michelle Pfeiffer, whatever, she was barely in it.
William Hurt was in there. Yep.
Yep.
Kobe
Toby
Smulders.
Smulders did a good job.
Sean Gunn. Winston Duke. Linda Cardelli.
Yep. Carly, yep.
Frank Grillo.
Who's Maximiliano Hernandez?
No
Who
idea.
did he play?
Vin Diesel.
As Groot. Yes, he killed it. He was really good. Gwyneth Paltrow. Hate her in real life, but she defined in these movies. Robert Redford.
Josh
Brilliant.
Brolin.
Josh Brolin, brilliant. Chris Pratt was really good. Sam Jackson, good.
Here we go.
And the big six. Not the
This
most.
was such a nice.
It was a good touch.
Yeah.
Not properly utilized for the first half, but
And it was like
Brought it
it was
home
like
really
a
well.
golf clap, okay. And then, the claps got a
Shit.
little bit louder.
yep.
Scarlett Johansson.
She's the queen of the MCU.
Yeah. She
Also,
will be
not
missed.
like the very best utilized, but she was really, really good. She
People
did a
cheered
good
pretty
job.
hard for Thor. A little bit of
Yes.
Chris Hemsworth in their life.
Here we go. Here's the old buff
short
Thor.
hair. Yeah. And it got a little bit quieter for,
You know what?
Mark Ruffalo.
I mean, I loved him in Avengers 1.
Yeah.
And then he got a little bit weird after that. But
I
then,
lost
then
my
these
mind,
two.
my man.
Yes. Just look at him.
Chris Evans.
Come on. Fucking
The
outstanding.
beard. Bring it back, Chris. Bring it back. And here we go.
Yep. And the man.
Number one. I
the
mean,
myth,
this
the
is
legend.
this is the MCU right here. This man started it all.
Crushed it.
Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, just come on.
Standing O's, man.
There's anything you could say about him just wouldn't be enough to just like
yeah,
the impact
justify. Yeah.
that he
I mean,
had.
there's a lot of there's a lot of movies out there, but no person encapsulates a role and like makes you just not see anybody else in that role besides Robert Downey. I mean, what he did to Iron Man, I don't think many other people are able to do. I can't think of any.
Yeah, because
Name another actor that completely took a role over. So Samuel L. Jackson with Nick Fury. I mean, they had to redesign like.
even that, like, obviously he did a great job, but
Yeah.
but like you can have other people be Nick Fury probably, but it's just the way he made Tony Stark his own
Yeah.
was really something special. Because now I'm trying to rack my brain about. I mean, I've seen lists like that before of like who was like the most properly cast actor, and then you see a lot of like Ryan Reynolds did it, and Hugh Jackman did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wolverine and Deadpool.
It's probably it's probably
Well, they designed Redpool. They designed Deadpool to like it was made for Ryan Reynolds. Like they said that a lot of the mannerisms and a lot of the stuff from Deadpool they actually based off of Ryan
and
Reynolds.
that partially makes sense. I would agree, because at the very least, like he felt maybe like a little bit softer in some ways, because if you go back and play like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games,
Yeah.
he felt a little bit different than what we got from Ryan Reynolds, and that neither one of them is bad.
Yeah.
It's just it's different. But it's like because Ryan Reynolds did such a great job, because he just immediately
fell into the role.
Yeah, and people like immediately loved him in it, then you got a lot of credit for it, and certainly due credit, but not nearly on the level as RDJ.
No.
Hugh Jackman had to face a lot of adversity as well.
Yeah.
A
And,
different kind of adversity than RDJ faced.
Yeah, because I was reading, when he was first cast, people said, well,
Yeah,
he's
so-
not going to do a good job because
like-
he's a recovering drug addict. He's,
RDJ, yeah.
he doesn't have the chops, doesn't have the background.
Those people.
And then, they said that this movie's just going to flop because comic book movies never make it,
Yeah, in a way, they're right to think that, and they're wrong to think that, because like in terms of Marvel,
You had X-Men. I mean, X-Men
right.
came out.
Well, in terms of Marvel, like at the time that Iron Man came out, the last Marvel movies were X-Men: The Last Stand and Spider-Man 3. So it's like you can't have that much confidence in Marvel at that point.
Yeah.
And even I didn't have confidence in Marvel because I didn't jump on until Iron Man 2, because
Yeah.
people like Down were saying that Iron Man 1 was awesome, and then when I saw it, I'm like, God damn, this is like
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't think I saw Iron Man 1 until it was on TV one day.
yeah on FX.
And I remember, well,
Just
not even on
FX
Netflix. It
like
was on
every fucking
cable.
day.
It was on cable one day, and it was a couple of years after it came out, and I'm like, I might as well watch this because it was in 2008. It was released.
Yes. Same
The
year as
first,
Dark Knight.
yeah, really.
Yeah, Dark Knight was 2008.
Oof, that's rough. You're
Yeah.
going up against a.
But that's what's so cool about this, is that like Iron Man just kind of like snuck in there, and then like the Dark Knight movies are great.
Yeah.
Not so much the third one.
Well,
in
yeah,
my
Marvel.
opinion, but-
Marvel was doing this with Iron Man. It was going up, and then you get to DC. It went to the peak with the Dark Knight.
Right. So like if you figure, I mean, it's hard to like explain this without actually visualizing it, but just say you have like a bar graph where it's like the top of it, like sorry, I'm kind of brain farting here for a little bit, but imagine like from top to bottom,
Yeah.
you have like a 0% and 100% on top.
Yeah.
DC is riding like a 90, 95.
Yeah.
Then they're just staying in a straight line because Batman Begins would probably be like in 80, and then Dark
Yeah.
Knight up to like a 95.
Yeah,
Dark
they
Knight-
rebooted the series.
they're staying really high, but Marvel
Yeah.
is just slowly going with like 60, 70, 80, and then they're just like they're rising
the
up.
Avengers hit, and the
Oh my
shit
God.
hit the fan. Like
It wa-
DC lost their minds probably because it's like, oh my God.
Because that's probably when they started. That was when the Dark Knight trilogy was, in their development was wrapping up,
Yeah.
and then that's in their heads when they were starting to develop Man of Steel. And they're probably thinking like, well, fuck, we need a franchise. We want this fucking Avengers 1.5 billion or whatever they made on that.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that DC made the mistake of doing, is thinking that they could just rush all these characters in, and then they just started hitting roadblock and issue after issue after issue, and it just never hit the way that Marvel did, because Marvel gave us all of that background and all these great movies.
They got us to love the characters and then
Oh,
be excited to
100%.
see them all come together. Whereas DC tried a little bit of a different approach,
And they waited too long. I mean, by the time Justice League came out, it was, it was almost too late.
well, it's a little bit of that, and it's a little bit of like I think it's a little bit of cockiness, because they think, oh well, people love Batman, we know people love Superman, so it's like they'll go to see this shit.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
they'll wait.
yeah, and
Maybe they thought they would let it die down, like Marvel would lose steam. They just hit harder.
as soon as
They didn't even hit their stride.
as soon as Winter Soldier came out, it's like these guys, like this franchise is not going anywhere. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's going to be sticking around.
Like-
It's
And Batman Superman came out, and I think a lot of people were thinking, all right, well, this is DC's chance to turn it around, and they're really gonna be pulling punches with Marvel, and they'll be able to keep pace with them. And Batman Superman just hit such a bad.
I remember so many people saying like, "You Marvel better watch out because here comes a Batman v." Nope.
There was good points in Batman Superman, but
By the way, listen to our commentary track on
yeah, Batman Superman.
Ultimate Edition.
Me and Looby here did a fairly decent job.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the sports page from Clark.
he still hasn't worked on it, and we'll never see it now. Because it sounds like Henry Cavill might not be coming back as Soups. But yeah, this is
Wow, those credits were fast.
it's just because we talked so much through it.
That was great. I love it.
And then here's their
Their
like
little tribute.
non-post credits. Yeah, nice little send off. That last clang.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, that's so good.
I think it's supposed to be like him clinging his armor, and the last one is just him putting down the hammer.
Yeah, this is the final.
That's it.
The final like construction.
Oh,
point.
dude, you bought Batman's in Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero?
Yeah. So yeah, someone I got the So I have the whole
Oh,
series.
your mask got the Phantasm?
Yeah. So I have the whole series.
Nice.
But the tricky thing is that the TV series doesn't get synced over to Google, but I have it on the Vudu service.
Nice.
So I can watch all that there. But these two went over, and fuck 'em. Yeah, I'll watch those at some point.
Good
Avengers 1.
stuff. Man, those two next to each other. He has the Avengers next to Endgame. It's just how it all started with all of them and then how it ends. Oh,
Yeah, that was fun.
I love
doing
that was
these.
incredible. That was great 3 hours. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I have
Loved every second of it.
Pee a little bit. But you know what? My bladder held up better at home than it did in the theater.
Yeah. Yeah, I was worried I'd have to pee eventually during the game, but
During the game.
during the game.
During the
Endgame.
end game.
during the game.
That's what we call it.
The game.
It's the game. Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for us right now. If you stuck around this whole time, then
Thank you so much.
Goodness gracious, thank you very much. As I said from the beginning of this video, if you would give us a like, that would be very much appreciated. It would help the channel out a lot, as would a subscription to our channel.
Yeah, we got some good stuff.
Yes, we have a lot of. We have a nice backlog of movie commentaries, video game videos. Some of them short, some of them like longer Let's Play segments. And let us know if you want us to do any other movie commentary tracks. There's a lot of other shit out there. I've been wanting to do a Batman and Robin commentary for a long time. Just do a nice little drinking hate watch.
Yeah, we should come up with rules.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Every
Yeah, there you go.
time Mr. Freeze makes a pun.
Yes. So yeah, comment us some rules that you would want us to enact on a Batman and Robin commentary track.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it for us. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you
Next time.
later. Probably on a Far From Home, maybe on a Far From Home commentary track.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah, when
Just
that comes out,
maybe.
probably a couple months from now. All right, we'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.